Okay, we're live here on YouTube, last TikTok.
So nag-live ka through PC rin, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Wonder if we can tag you. Nakapag-tag ka kanina.
On your TikTok, hindi. So minention ko na lang yung handle name mo.
Okay, RJR
Martinez.
Let's go. Fitness with Coach RJR Martinez. Yes, sir. Chat and interview. May fitness ba dito? Yun, fitness in sports. Boom. Okay. Alright. There, and then... Alright, so here we have Kumu,
Okay.
TikTok,
Okay.
YouTube.
So you have na pala agad, oh. Chat on
sir.
YouTube.
So we have OJ here. We have Baipo. So si Shushiz. Siya si Baipo.
Shushiz.
Lars, Caleb, OJ, Paring Ray, Ron. Welcome all to the stream. We have Araso also coming inside. Wait. Ara, pag ikaw talaga yung nababasa kong pangalan, yung pinagsasabi ko, nag-iiba eh. What's up? Hi, Ara. Welcome to the stream. Stein, welcome to the stream. All right, chat. We'll wait for more people to come in. Let's make this fun. Let's make this a lot of super conversational. Again, like I've been mentioning in the past week, lahat ng questions na gusto nyo tanongin, just ask Coach Raff. Anything about fitness, wellness, bala kayo. Just ask everything and anything that you can. All right, let's just keep sending this to everybody to let them know we're live.
So hello. May question na agad. Paturo po ng fitness.
Sobrang
Too early, no? Wala po ba tayong introduction muna before we, before...
Paturo po ng fitness.
Very straight to the point, ha? Ayun yun ng... you're going straight to the point agad. So wala nang problem doon, Ara.
I hope everybody's safe from the typhoon, of course. Yo, chat, can I see W Raff in the chat? Because, chat, come on. Sinugod ni Coach Raff yung bagyo. Wala siyang pakialam. Sabi niya, ituloy natin yung live stream tonight. So let's see W Raff in the chat right now. That's R-A-F. W Coach Raff in the chat. Para naman mapakita natin that we appreciate Coach Raff for coming all the way here on a very rainy day. Are you guys twins? No, magpinsan kami, Perjus. Yeah.
We're cousins, guys. Baka lang din yung alam. Hindi naman nagkakalayo yung face namin ni Carlos. You do look alike, di ba? From Perzus.
Yeah. Nagva-Valorant ka raw po ba, Coach Raff?
Bakit? Nakalaro mo na ba ako sa Valorant before, Ara?
What kind? Do you play video games?
Yeah, I played Valorant before nung hindi pa sobrang busy. Right now, hindi ako masyadong nakakalaro. But yeah, to answer your question, Ara, yes, I did play Valorant before. Grabe po ang gawa nyo. Sorry, nadidistract ako.
Daming umaandar, di ba? It's okay, take your time. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Play ka na raw po ulit ni...
Yeah, if I have time, I'll try to go back. Titignan ko. Pero let's have a fruitful conversation muna. Gusto ko yung games agad yung discussion natin.
Agad. Wait. Maybe we can actually start with that before we do the intro. What do you think about games, man? Video games.
Video games for me at this point lang in my life, siguro it's a way to disconnect sa routine. Especially if you have been working a lot for the past, let's say, for the longest time, and then you just needed a breather, quick breather lang ba to separate yourself from working. So I do play video games. Pero guys, if you guys are also playing video games, kahit hindi yung Valorant, kahit ibang games, you have to be careful, ha. Baka mamaya napupuyat na kayo sa kakalaro.
Okay. Press 1 mga napupuyat dyan.
Sa mga napupuyat.
I already know. Hindi lang napupuyat. Hindi nagtratrabaho. Magpapaalam sa team. 1 game lang ako, ha. Okay, press 1 sa mga natamaan doon. Iggy here with the 1. Sabi dito ni Lars, bro, yung gupit niyo copy plus paste.
Talaga ba?
Actually.
Yeah. Oo.
Actually.
Magkaibang side lang ata kami ng hair ni Carlos.
Oo,
Magkaibang side lang. Magkaibang side
dito
lang.
ako nagpa-part pag ganun. Ikaw pakabila.
Pakabila ako.
Kaya nagmumukha tayong twinning eh.
Actually, I'm still getting used kung saan ako magbabasa ng comments sa...
You get used to it. Yeah.
Dami nagka-pop up guys ha. Ganito pala siya. That's nice.
Magkapatid po ba kayo? Hindi nga kami magkapatid.
Magpinsan
yes,
nga.
See? That's what we've been saying.
Diba?
I feel attacked, sabi ni Caleb pagdating sa gaming. Alright, chat, let's get straight into it. So welcome everybody to tonight's stream. You've seen the title already. Anything about fitness with Coach Raff. So lahat ng gusto niyo itanong, fitness, wellness, even mindset. If you have stuff to ask about mindset, maybe naguguluhan kayo with your life right now and you want to know how to focus better, man, Coach Raff is the man. I've been telling you, Coach Raff is a type of person na kapag magkikita, 5 minutes is on time. 5 minutes before, ito yun eh. Kunyari bro, 9 a.m. diba? Usapan 9 a.m. 8:55 is on time. 9 a.m. is late for Coach Raff. Ganyan siyang klaseng tao. So yeah, anything about mindset and working out, fitness, nutrition, it's gonna be an open conversation because I'd like to think that hindi lahat ng beliefs and sinusundan ni Coach Raff are the same as mine.
Yeah.
So that's even an opportunity for us to talk about the points of views that we have so that we can also introduce to you maybe different approaches to the way we do fitness, because I think Coach Raff, you already know, iba-ibang tao, iba-iba rin ang approach sa fitness.
Exactly.
And, I don't think it's a one size fits all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's si Iggy na sinisulan na yung emotes. But just to give you an idea who Coach Raff is, this is Coach Raff, RJR Martinez on Instagram, also on TikTok, and over here you get to see all the different kinds of content that Coach Raff posts. I think on Instagram, it's more of what would you say is your content on Instagram?
Sa two platforms naman kasi, on Instagram I usually do written form of content wherein I educate people pa rin. Okay, I have two styles naman when it comes to using different platforms. For Instagram, I have short videos with informative content sa caption. So if ikaw yung individual na mahilig magbasa, like if you're that, you wanted to take down notes, you can go and read the mga captions ko sa Instagram, and trust me, you'll learn a lot. And then if you're that individual naman na mahilig makinig, like visual learner ka o audio learner ka, so I use the other platform, which is TikTok. Para naman, as if when you're looking at me sa TikTok, para tayo nag-uusap face to face, kasi kita nyo naman siguro, puro mukha ko rin kasi yung nasa TikTok. Kung paano si Carlos sa stream niya.
Puro mukha ko rin naman eh.
Puro mukha niya. Kasi nga magpinsan kami guys, okay? So kung puro mukha siya, puro mukha rin ako sa platform ko. Okay?
Yo, 10 over 10 chat. Tinan niyo yung mukha ni Coach Raff sa lahat ng mga thumbnails. It's the same.
Diba?
Ako iba-iba yung mukha ko. Pero si Coach Raff, man, that smile is on point. Super consistent. But there you have it, right? Sabi ni Coach Raff on Instagram, it's more of reading the caption.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at first glance, if you look at the captions here, they are pretty long.
Yeah.
And I think it's free to take a moment and see what Coach Raff is talking about sa mga platforms niya and on TikTok. I think, because you are replying to comments, it does make sense when you said na talagang visual learner, yung talagang you're here already to learn. I like it. Very very funnel. Kumbaga, ang dulo nito, chat, magpa-coach kayo kay Coach Raff. So dito,
ayun pala yung last part. Is that caption sa dulo eh.
Dito kanya aakitin with the interest check. Dito niya papakita sa inyo na okay. And then dito, mas mag-e-explain siya ng onte. And then yung punot-dulo niyan, magpa-coach kayo sa kanya.
Wag mo naman i-bulgar yung natin. Yung style natin. Ang aga pa masyado ba ako nilalaglag sa audience natin eh. Right. At least, diba, the point here is that you have to give value. If you're gonna ask something sa dulo, you have to give value at first. Para naman, diba, you're able to help na. And if they decide to work with me, then at least, meron na silang nakuwang learnings. Pero si Carlos, magaling mag-observe.
Yeah.
Magaling mag-observe.
But then again, how else would you do it, right?
Yeah.
You're an online coach.
Yeah.
Gusto mo magbigay ng value, but you
Yeah.
also don't want to gatekeep all the information that you
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
So you give as much information as you can for free. And then if you want something a bit more personalized, I think it just makes sense that's when viewers or those who are interested or need to will actually talk to you privately and begin this journey of fitness.
Exactly. Tama naman.
Tama naman. All right, I really want to quickly talk about this. Over at YouTube, you guys should become a member if hindi pa kayo member. If you're already a member, chat, I want you to spam the Coach Raff emotes that we have already. Sinimulan siya ni Iggy. But if you're not yet a member, this is your chance because you can cop these emotes. Chat, come on. This does not remind you of Captain America. Alam niyo, Captain America helicopter. Ito. Yun.
Huwag mo pakita yung pinagkokopyahan ko.
Yun,
Pinakita na naman niya yung pinagkokopyahan ko. Ito si Carlos, magaling tong maglaglag. Next time maghahanda ako. Di ako nakapaghanda right now. Next time ako yung maghahanda. Mamaya, marami akong idadaldal about Carlos kung paano kami nagkakilala. Matagal na. Pero tama naman siya dyan sa Captain America na.
Yeah, dude! Sobrang solid. Okay, kuwang-kuha yung shot na to. So you can cop that, right? You can get the I would like to call this Coach Raff showing you your true potential, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you can also get an emote where Coach Raff is, pinapagalitan mo ba sila?
Just spitting facts, sabi ng kanina.
Yun, spitting facts.
Yeah.
Just dropping some knowledge, dropping the truth on you. And then finally, we have three custom emotes actually that's available on YouTube. The third one is Coach Raff being happy. Kasi nakinig ka na sa kanya, di ba?
Hindi ko kinakaya yung mga thumbnail caption sa ilalim sa mga photo.
So yeah, chat, if you're a member, come on, show us the emotes, the Coach Raff emotes, just like Iggy earlier.
I need to read this one from Cal. You're sitting on his throne now, Coach Raff, ma-expose ka talaga. Hindi niya ako binigyan ng warning dito. Na ganito pala dito when you are his guest. Sabi ko, okay. Mga pag-guest niya from Cal again, mga past guest niya, nag-roast and nag-hot seat minsan. Oo nga,
Kasi yun naman talaga yung totoong conversation, di ba?
Yeah,
wala naman. Pag totoo yung conversation, ano yan, puno na asara, na-roast. It goes both ways. So, chat, we're legit here. We're not sugarcoating things, right? Hi, Galia. Welcome to the stream. No, we're not siblings. We are cousins.
Yeah, we are cousins, guys, Kita nyo naman yung similarities. Even with the hairstyle, ibang side lang kami.
Yeah. Which is funny, by the way. May nag-point out lang. Hindi ko lang nakita na actually totoo nga yun, no? But that's basically it. 3 emotes.
Yeah.
If you're not yet a member here on YouTube, the link is in the pinned comments so that you could spam your Coach Raff emotes and have access to it today. All right. To get to know each other a bit more, chat, we're gonna do a bit of Would You Rather. It's something that we've been doing for quite some time now with guests. I think it's the quickest way to just, open a conversation and get to know each other here on the live stream. So we have Would You Rathers. Nag-ML daw si Stein while watching. Tama yan, Stein. Tama yan, Stein. Okay, we have a couple of Would You Rathers here that I prepared for you tonight. And Coach Raff and I are gonna answer these Would You Rathers. But before anything else, we'd like to remind you that feel free at any time to interrupt us, chat. Right?
Yeah.
Anytime, just ask your questions. This is supposed to be an AMA with Coach Raff, an actual experienced online coach. So if at any moment may maisip lang kayong tanong, we're continuously scanning the comment section, by the way.
Yeah.
Sinisilip namin. At actually, meron na nga dito si Kiddo. Ano mas better, coach? Pyramid set or reverse pyramid set?
Wow. Ang lalim magandang question, no?
Medyo technical yan,
Pero just to make sure lang sa mga hindi pa let's say well immersed sa paglift ng weights, okay? When we say pyramid set, reverse pyramid set, it's more of dropping the weights, increasing the weights. At the end of the day, just make sure for beginners, quick lang kasi mahaba technical question na yun eh.
Yeah.
Just make sure lang that you follow, let's say, progressive overload wherein you're gaining strength with excellent form and tempo, mabagal lang, and focus on compound lifts. Yung mga pyramids and reverse pyramid sets, more of the intermediate to advanced na kasi siya. But I think we can answer those technical questions in a while. I just wanna be more of general lang for the audience para at least maintindihan agad nila at they don't get overwhelmed with too much technicality sa pag-lift ng weights.
Yeah, I think that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
Na we can start slow, maybe with the more broad questions, become more and more specific. But all the same, what we're trying to say here is you can ask any question.
Anything, yeah.
Kasi kayang-kaya naman natin sagutin yan throughout the entire evening or throughout the entire live stream.
Yeah.
Good evening, Bok. Good evening, Ryan. Hope everyone is safe daw. IG ni Cousin. Nasa title nung stream, di ba? RJR Martinez. Yeah, so do check out Coach Raff. In the meantime, let's do some Would You Rather. All right, let's see what Would You Rather here, Coach.
Workout with Sam Su.
Wait. All right, let's do this. All right, can you hear us, chat? You can hear us, right? Properly? Good? All good? No, we can't listen to thick of it. We're gonna get copyrighted. Teka lang, lagyan lang natin to na.
I have we have a question here from Rai. Are you a Red Bull fan po ba because of the t-shirt? Yes, I am. Hindi ko lang suot siya right now, yung sa photo kanina. To answer your question, Rai, yes, Max Verstappen. Okay, sa mga fan ng Formula 1 dyan.
Caleb, were you here? Did you hear that? May Max fan dito. See, I'm not an F1 fan. Pero si Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc from Ferrari.
Ferrari siya.
Yeah.
Okay. I just see his memes.
Yeah.
Pero actually si Coach Red Bull fan.
Red Bull fan, yes.
Okay, I think the questions are coming in. So while they're still hot, let's maybe answer them, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so see Lars. Coach, I want broader shoulders. I'm not into supplements. I only have dumbbells and I'm targeting this physique on the last week of December.
Any tips?
Okay,
Lars. So if you wanted to develop your shoulders, and then you only have...
Let me just get water.
Yeah, go ahead. If you only have dumbbells at home, what I would suggest, you really have... Well, ang tanong ko muna, gaano kabigat yung dumbbells na meron ka at home? Okay? You have to focus on 2 lifts if you want to develop your shoulders. The main lift should be your shoulder press. Shoulder press, hanggat kaya, you have to make sure that it's a bit heavy. A bit heavy with excellent form and tempo. Chase around 8 to 10 reps for the main lifts of the shoulder. Afterwards, yung accessory movement natin, hanggat kaya mo, do lateral raise. When you do shoulder press, development ng entire shoulder. When you do lateral raise, it's more of yung nakikita nating curve here sa shoulders. Let's say yung parang bukol sa shoulder. That's how you do the lateral raise. So you have to make sure na meron kang shoulder press and then lateral raise. If you wanted that, let's say, curvy type of shoulder by the end of December.
Yeah, they also call it 3D delts.
Yun, yeah.
So basically, kitang-kita yung 3D delts.
Yeah.
I think when Coach Raff mentioned lateral raises, it's targeting more of the middle delt.
Yeah.
And in your shoulder exercises, chat, try to always make sure that these 3 parts of your shoulders are being targeted. A lot of the times when you're already doing a lot of pressing, maybe bench press, shoulder press, but as long as you're pressing from your arms, you're already hitting a lot of your front delt. So a lot of the times, I think ang nami-miss out ng mga tao is hitting the middle and the rear delt.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to be wider, I feel like hitting the middle delts will be the right way.
Yep. Kasi it's more of visually appealing especially kahit naka-t-shirt ka lang. So if you have a let's say decent sized shoulders dahil nga sa sides, kita agad siya kahit nakadamit ka. Kaya yan December, ano ba ngayon? It's October pa lang eh.
How long do you think it would take for somebody to let's say complete novice. Somebody
okay.
na talagang sedentary lifestyle.
Okay.
But can also tweak their lifestyle in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Full focus, laser focus into a program.
Okay.
How long do you think until they see
progress,
noticeable progress.
Okay, so first things first, you have to be honest with yourself. Ano ba ang starting point mo? Are you skinny? Do you have a bit of body fat? Mataba ka ba talaga? It starts first with awareness. You have to be aware kung anong starting point mo. Because from there, doon natin i-work around yung training. If ikaw naman yung individual na you have the time, you have the discipline to always train, to make sure that your meals are on point, calories are on point, sabihin natin, if not surplus or let's say maintenance, you're prioritizing your protein, let's say, yeah, like religiously speaking, 7 days a week, your protein is on point. We have this thing called newbie gains kasi. Newbie gains yung mga baguhan na wala pang background sa pag-workout. Usually, meron kayong quick edge. Meron kayong parang quick boost to develop muscles if your training is on point, if you're following a progressive overload.
And you're starting from almost scratch.
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Sa amin kasi ni Carlos, tapos na yung ano namin eh.
The
Wala na yung
newbie
window.
gains.
Wala na yung window na yung for us. So, if talagang newbie ka pa lang and you're gonna start, you have to prioritize 3 things. List nyo to ha. Number 1, your training should be on point progressive overload. You need to be gaining strength. Huwag kayong matakot pagbuhat ng heavy weights. Hindi kailangan OA yung heavy weights. Just enough for you to, let's say, hit 8 to 10 reps na challenge yung muscles nyo. And that's the training. Second is nutrition. You have to make sure that your protein is on point.
Oh, hold up. What's progressive overload? For those who may not know what it means. Yeah, because that's essentially the first bullet point.
Yeah.
Ano yung progressive overload?
Progressive overload is your way of lifting weights, especially challenging yourself to gain strength. Don't lift the same weights over and over again and expecting different results. In order for us to grow muscles, kailangan natin bigyan ng reason yung muscles to grow through the weights na binubuhat natin. Why do we say progressive? Progressive paangat, pa-forward, meaning yung weights na binubuhat mo should be what? Getting heavier. Hindi naman kailangan every week mabigat yung binubuhat mo. As long as nag-i-increase ka ng, let's say, 1 kg, 2.5 kg, and we are making sure na okay yung form, hindi masyado nagmamadali yung tempo, you're hitting the mind-muscle connection right, yun yung tinatawag natin progressive overload. Baka kasi ang isipin nyo, sabi nila Carlos and nila Coach Raff na dapat mabigat agad magbuhat. No, iba po yung ego lifting. Wag po tayo mag-ego lift when it comes to building muscles kasi ayun yung mistakes. Siguro one of my mistakes when I was beginning lang.
Yeah, we can talk about mistakes in a bit also. Feeling ko lalabas lang din yun ng kusa eh.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the second point, because I think right now we're talking about 3 things. So 3 stuff you should just drill into your head if you're beginning with fitness.
Yeah.
I want to add na yung progressive overload, it's not always. Most of the time, it refers to weights becoming heavier.
Yeah.
But sometimes it could mean the same weight but more reps.
Yes.
That's still progressive. That's still improving on your performance and your capacity to lift. Another way of progressive overload would be the resting time.
Yes.
If you can manage to reduce the amount of time reasonably na nagpapahinga ka between sets, that's also progressive. So let's not fixate on moving weight up too fast. Kasi next thing you know, just like what Coach Raff said, ego lifting na yung mangyayari.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that progressive overload can happen in many different ways.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Coach Raff, hit us with point number 2.
Point number 2, from the training, you have to make sure that your nutrition is on point. That's why sinabi ko kanina when we were starting, self-awareness, ano ba starting point mo? Payat ka ba talaga? Okay, sakto lang yung body fat mo or let's say mataba ka talaga. My suggestion if you're really skinny, okay, lift weights, eat more, and focus on protein. Hanggat kaya, if skinny ka, lahat ng kakainin mong meals, meron dapat high amounts of protein for the best chance for you to develop muscles. Kasi I understand yung mga skinny, mabilis mabusog yan. That's your genetics and that's the blessing that you have. Mabilis mabusog pero nagtataka ka, why is it wala pa rin changes sa katawan ko? It's because you're still on your maintenance calories. Pero if you start to lift weights and then you're also eating your nutrition on point, let's say, kumain ka na mas marami, prioritizing protein, doon tayo mag-develop ng muscles. For example naman, sa nutrition ng mga matataas yung body fat, sabihin natin malaki yung tiyan, okay? I will not immediately recommend deficit, okay? I would recommend muna understanding your maintenance calories at laruin mo dun yung macros mo. Always prioritize protein pa rin. Why? That's the best chance for you to do body recomposition. Para di kayo malito, ano naman yung body recomposition? Body recomposition is as much as we can toning your muscles, developing your muscles while burning fat at the same time. Ayun naman yung kasi yung gusto ng karamihan. Tone muscles and mag-burn ng fat. Pero that would only happen if your training is intense and on point, and your nutrition is on point as well, and you're prioritizing your protein. And baka you wanna add something regarding nutrition.
When it comes to nutrition, I think Coach Raff already touched up on it. Wag magmamadali to get into the nitty-gritty. Focus first on the important stuff. Managing your calories, hitting enough protein. You don't have to go straight into tracking every single food or weighing your food or knowing how much macros you're consuming. Macros, by the way, we keep throwing this word around. Ang ibig sabihin lang ng macros are protein, carbs, and fat, which are what's normally found in our food. There are many other nutrients, of course, that we can talk about, but when it comes to calories, most of the time, calories refer to protein, fat, and carbs. Those three macros. There's a fourth one. There's a fourth macro that we also consume, and it's alcohol, actually. But we'll talk about that maybe later. You have questions about alcohol, sagutin din natin. But yeah, going back, just don't go too hard on nutrition. I think later on, when we talk about this even more, you'll probably hear Coach Raff and I mention it. That at the end of the day, what matters is kaya nyo tong gawin long term. Because if tinodo nyo kaagad, mababurn out kayo kaagad, you'll see progress, sure, in a couple of weeks. But then if you're mentally tired from doing this hardcore from the get-go, you'll go back to where you started before you can even bask in the gains na nagawa mo. So, take it easy. Calories, manage mo lang. Maybe you're coming from a higher weight and sanay ka sa 2 cups of rice. You don't have to weigh your rice moving forward. Maybe you can just reduce the number of cups of rice, going from 2 to 1.5. Kung kaya mo 1, sure. But you don't have to go hardcore. So, yun lang naman din yung sinabi ni Coach Raff. Focus on calories in that way. Focus on protein. Best way yan to see gains and to see progress right away. Yeah. Wait, what's the third point? What's the third point?
Wait, commercial guys. Before we go to the third point, baka wala pa kasi kayong idea how long have we been sa fitness journey namin dalawa ni Sir Carlos here. Okay? Kasi I think most of you who are asking this question sa amin, talagang newbie, baguhan. And ako, habang nagsasalita ka si Carlos, napareflect ako, ilang years na nga ba ako sa fitness journey ko? I think on my end, I took fitness seriously way back to, syempre magbibilang tayo ng years. Way back 2015, 2016. So medyo matagal na, like 8 years, going 9 years. How about you, Carlos? Ilang years ka
9 years? Dude, I've been lifting for a long time. I think, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm rather proud. I'm rather proud because I've probably been lifting close to how old some of our viewers are. So I started lifting when I was, I think, summer before 3rd year high school. So that would have made me, I think, 15 or 16. I'm already 32. So that would mean that I've been lifting weights for the past 15 to 30 years. Have I always been doing it right? Hell nah. I didn't even know what I was doing until I was probably after college already. So yeah, we can talk about that actually right now. If you were to redo your fitness journey, Ref, ano siguro, maybe name maybe 2 things na iibahin mo if you were to redo your fitness journey all over again.
Good question. 2 things na ayusin ko when I was starting. Kasi for the longest time, sobrang dami nagtatanong ng tips, ng advice. Ako naman bigla akong papaisip. Ano nga ba gusto kong i-correct way back din nagsisimula pala ako sa fitness journey ko?
Pero bawal yung sagot na hindi, wala akong iibahin kasi ine-embrace ko yung mistakes ko. Gusto ko, wala, corny yun. Yeah. Kailangan may sagot tayo doon.
Siguro, one is, like, sige, my nutrition. So, when I was starting, syempre, like, we were teenagers, we were kids, lahat naman tayo, like, we have our setbacks before. My nutrition was not on point back then when I was starting. And I even thought na when I have whey protein, automatic mag-build na ako ng muscles. And I invested time and effort and money sa whey protein. And I was not even counting my protein intake throughout the day, 7 days a week, hindi ako marunong pang magbilang ng protein intake. I was just lifting weights, hitting the whey protein, akala ko automatic mag-build. Yun yung mali ko at first. Kasi it's always about calories. And sobrang daming fad diets out there. If you only just learn how to count your calories and you know how to distribute your calories sa macronutrients mo na maayos, mas may enjoy mo sana yung lifestyle. Ang dami kong hindi kinain way back then kasi akala ko mali, akala ko bawal. Pero when I invested time and effort sa pag-study talaga ng nutrition, sa pag-study ng katawan ko, especially of hitting the protein intake daily, doon ako nakita na somehow consistent progress in the long run. Number one is yung nutrition ko. I need to fix that kung babalik ako. Kasi guys, makinig kayo sa mga baguhan. Kahit anong sipag nyo sa loob ng gym, if your nutrition is not on point, hindi talaga sasabay yung progress sa gusto nyo. Baka kasi ma-disappoint kayo na, Coach, masipag ako mag-workout. Lagi ako nag-gym. Pero why is it na ang bagal ng progress? Ang next question ko lagi dyan, kamusta ba yung nutrition mo? Totoo rin yung sinasabi ng iba na 20% training, 80% nutrition. I'm not sure if nakikita mo yung mga post na mga meme na yun.
I see that a
That's
lot.
true. At matagal bago ko pinaniwalaan yun. Most of the time, gusto ko training. Neglecting nutrition. Sana hindi ko ginawa yun. So if baguhan kayo, please learn how to understand your body pagdating sa how many calories ang kailangan mo on a day-to-day basis. Number one is nutrition. Number two is my training split. My training split back then, I only want certain muscle groups to train. Arms, chest, tamad na tamad ako mag-legs noon. Yung mga early years ko Pero nung tumagal, na-enjoy ko na yung push-pull legs kasi I understood the fact na kailangan mag-rest yung ibang muscle groups ko and matigas din yung ulo ko back then. Same muscle group yung tinitrain ko everyday which is hindi naman dapat ganun. Never do that, guys. You have to give your muscle groups at least 2 days 48 hours na pahinga, especially if galing kayo sa intense training. Hindi po dahil may pump kayo sa loob ng gym, muscle growth. May pump po yan dahil may blood flow po yung muscle na yon. Recovery and let's say growth will happen after your gym session, during your sleep, during your other parts of your day. Kasi doon nagre-repair, doon nag-heal yung muscles natin. Again, mukha lang tayong malaki tingnan sa loob ng gym because of the blood flow na nakukuha natin sa pump. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka after nyo mag-workout? Nawawala na yung pump, di ba? Nagde-deflate na yung muscles nyo. Sabi ko, ano yung mali namin ginawa doon? Wala kayong maling ginawa doon. That's actually right. It's more of the nutrition yung hindi natin pa napaprioritize back then. Again, 2 things. My nutrition and my training split. Kung babalik ako, 2015, 2016, at ito na yung wisdom na alam ko, mas mabilis sana yung progress. But, no regrets, tapos na eh. So, we move forward.
Yeah.
Yun na sa akin Ano kaya yung kay Carlos?
If we were to fast track it, yun kagad yung aayusin mo.
Yeah.
For me, excuse me. For me, I would probably do the training split too. Chat, you already know, Lars. Sabi ni Lars, ako na everyday chest day. Ako naman, Lars, I think if I went to the gym as that sophomore, incoming junior year high school student, I think if I went to the gym maybe 3 times a week, 2 of those days would be dedicated to biceps and abs. Bakit? Kasi yun lang naman yung nakikita ng girls. For me, in high school, I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt half the time. The other half, pag summer, tatang magta-topless. So, biceps and abs, yun lang naman yung maganda tingnan eh. Yun lang naman yung mabilis na nakikita. Nakapantalon naman ako parati. But, apart from the fact that I ended up looking really oddly imbalanced pagdating sa physique, it's just good overall practice to train your body equally. You need to have strong legs just as you have strong arms. You need to have a strong core just as you need to have strong shoulders. Everything has to be really, really balanced. And I did not have that patience. Because of course, when pag kinakalat mo yung workout mo to all your body parts, may inip ka eh. Kasi gusto mo magka-abs ka agad or gusto mo lumaki ka agad yung braso mo. But the thing is, you don't want giant arms and then stick legs. Right? Because that's gonna look weird and odd in the medium term. And you don't want to be playing catch up, which is what I did. I think, chat, college na lang yata ako nag-legs. I think it was probably first or second year college or 3 years after already lifting. I would say pretty regularly na naisip ko, teka lang. Parte pala ng katawan ko, legs ko. I did not know. I totally forgot. Akala ko yung katawan ko made up of abs lang and biceps. So yeah, that's one. Definitely better program for working out. And the other is nutrition, but possibly focusing on one of the things Coach Raff said. Sabi niya, yung maraming bawal. Later on, when you focus on nutrition, you'll probably find out or learn about it some more. You'll probably find out that 99% of the food you can actually eat.
Yep.
Pero nung simula chat, I went through it. I went to brown rice, no bland chicken, walang lasa, chicken breast, and just going through cardboard flavored food. Broccoli na wala man lang seasoning. I did that. I did tuna every day na walang lasa, to the point that I was already getting symptoms of mercury poisoning. Pag tumitingin ako, Coach Chef, dati sa liwanag, nasisilawan na ako kaagad. Akala ko normal lang yun. Until I realized na isa sa symptoms ng mercury poisoning is mabilis kang masilawan. And you get that from eating a lot of tuna. Kasi tuna, brown rice, chicken breast. That's one thing I wish I could have changed, because I think that when you appreciate food and when you have a healthy relationship with food, it's easier to make progress elsewhere as well. Yeah. Noted reader.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. About another question. Man, we got straight into it. Ibebenta ko na dito yung whey protein ko, sabi ni Boxy. Si Francis kasi lactose intolerant. Okay.
Sayang naman.
Yeah, yung whey niya. What would you recommend for Francis kung lactose intolerant siya pagdating sa whey?
Okay, so for Francis, sorry if lactose intolerant ka, like hirap ka mag-digest because of dairy.
Nagsasorry si Coach Raff kasi sad daw ng buhay mo.
Hindi naman sa sad, pero
no milk, no coffee,
diba kasi,
no ice cream.
The reason why we purchase whey protein is for the convenience of hitting our protein count. Okay? Usually kasi, ang lagi kong pinipreach na range ng protein count was between 0.8 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So, para lang di madaling computation. At most, for example ako, I'm 161 pounds. At most, I should be hitting 161 grams of protein. At most, sagad na yon. Minimum nun is just 0.8. Going back, why is it, sabi ko kay Francis, sayang naman. Kasi usually, when you consume whey protein, okay, one scoop niyan is between 24 to 25 grams of protein. So, usually, for average consumers na may supplements, when they consume their whey protein, 2 scoops yan. So, if 2 scoops yan, you have already between, let's say, 48 to 50 grams of protein. Tama? 48 to 50 grams of protein. So, for example, ako nga, I'm 161 pounds. Let's say, sabihin ko, kailangan ko lang mga 145 grams of protein. So, if I'm able to consume 50 grams na sa whey protein, nasa 90 na lang yung kailangan ko. Ang dali na nun. Ngayon, if kayo yung individual na you don't have the budget yet for whey protein, hindi ka pwede mag-whey protein because of health concerns, I would suggest mag-effort talaga kayo in identifying anong protein source yung hilig nyo. Maraming protein sources din dyan. Beef, chicken, pork, fish, what else? You have to know muna kung anong gusto mong kainin. Kasi maraming ang protein sources out there, pero if hindi mo naman gusto yung source na yon, doon tayo magkakaroon ng struggle. And
gatas nga rin actually.
Diba?
Literally, milk. Milk has enough protein to meet your needs if you have to. There's actually this old diet. 1 gallon of milk a day. It's called GOMAD.
1 gallon of milk a day?
GOMAD diet. Yo, chat, this one. Check it out. A gallon of milk, baby. A gallon of milk. It's a very old diet. I think it's ito sa mga mid 2010s na mga diets. But basically, a gallon of whole milk will get you 2,400 calories and 123 grams of protein. So, bang!
grams.
Tapos ka agad.
You just have to drink it ng isang upuan lang. Hit mo na agad yung protein count mo.
Yeah, but again, I think
4 calories,
the point I want to put out here is like what Coach Raff said, I think identify first kung ano yung mga protein sources that are available to you. Ano yung trip mo. Mamaya, alam mo lang, chicken, may protein, pero di ka naman pala talaga mahilig sa chicken. You like pork more. You like beef more. Does it fit your budget? But there are a lot of protein sources out there, and there will be those that I think you will like to eat in a lot of frequency, because you will need to if you want to eat a lot of protein.
Wait, si Lars here saying yung third point na skip yata natin yung third point.
Skip pa natin yung third point? Okay, so first point, progressive. Second point, macros. Ano yung third point for the beginners?
Actually, tama si Lars yung muscle group recovery. Yung third thing na sasabihin ko kanina sa discussion natin, ulitin ko lang, number 1 is your training, number 2 is your nutrition, number 3 is your recovery days and rest days. You guys need to understand the fact na hindi naman kailangan everyday ka nasa gym. Why is it na I don't preach na everyday ka nasa gym? We need to gain strength, or we need to get stronger, diba? If everyday ka nasa gym at you're not getting ample sleep, good amount of sleep, mahihirapan mag-recover yung katawan natin. So you're not gonna gain strength. Mahihirapan din mag-repair yung muscle tissues natin kasi lagi mong ginagamit, lagi mong binubugbog, you're always using it. So you need to make sure if it's your rest day sa training, you really have to rest. Besides sa rest day, you always have to make sure na consistent yung sleeping time mo. At the same time, you have to make sure na yung sleeping hours mo, mahaba hanggat kaya. Let's say 7 hours. Ayoko na sabihing 6 hours. 7 hours. Okay? I was talking to Carlos kanina. Carlos, bro, what time do you go to sleep? Kasi feeling ko night owl to eh.
Don't ask me.
Feeling ko night owl siya eh.
Yeah, I have terrible sleeping habits, but regardless of the time I sleep, I get enough sleep. I would say 8 and a half hours a night, which I would not recommend necessarily. Kasi yung sleeping patterns ko, iba-iba yung oras ng tulog eh. The idea is that you sleep at the same time every day, which I don't. So unfortunately, that's something that I need to work on, and I'm very aware of that.
So that's a third point. Your recovery and sleep should be on point. And yung tatlo na yon, give yourself, like realistically speaking, yung training, nutrition, and recovery, give yourselves 1 year. Hindi po months, 1 year. Para sobrang ma-appreciate yung changes sa katawan nyo. It's already 2024 pa, 2025 na tayo. Gone are the days na dapat may deadline. Gone are the days na dapat nagmamadali. Kasi we have been doing this for years. Imagine times 2 nung sa akin yung kay Carlos. Yeah. So we've been doing this for years. So we're talking about sustainability here. If you remove the deadline and you're just gonna do this para sa lifestyle mo, you're going to enjoy it, and yung byproduct is the physique. Yung byproduct is yung sexy waistline. Hindi dapat yung end goal yung sexy waistline. Well, I don't blame you kung ganun yung gusto nyo. Pero if you're in this for the process na lagi kayo nag-workout, for the mental clarity, for the feel-good hormones, yung byproduct is the physique. Yung byproduct is yung abs. Yung byproduct is you're getting stronger. Pero if you're obsessed sa training and recovery and nutrition all the time, hindi kayo mai-stress out if you're not getting the results that you want immediately. And that's the main problem of the 99% of the population. They're setting unrealistic deadlines. Once they are not able to hit it, dun sila tatamarin. Magko-quit na ako, coach, hindi naman effective yung ginagawa ko. And that's sad. Kasi ganun kasi nagiging mindset, which is at first wag naman sana. You should really enjoy your training para you're able to do this for a long period of time. Lifestyle, years na namin ginagawa. Gusto namin, kayo rin guys, years yun na siyang ginagawa. Okay?
Akala ko, coach, sabihin mo dahil 2024 na, malapit na mag-2025. Sige, wag na. Next year na lang natin simulan ito.
Lalaki sa January mag-start.
Yeah, that is true. There is no deadline. There is no start point. Yeah. Just, ano yung sabi? One day or day one. One day or day one. Chat, make it your day one. It doesn't have to be, okay, one day gagawin ko to. No. Any day can be your day one. Of course, I don't take it against people who want to start on January 1. Maybe para sa kanila, it's the best time they can find momentum. Sure. It's a fresh start kasi fresh year. Sure. But to be clear, it's not always necessary.
Yeah.
Day one can be any day for you. let's am I missing something?
No naman. I
May
think we
dapat
were
ba
able-
akong sagutin? Parang nalutang ako dun bigla eh.
Ano naman,
Okay.
finalize ko lang yung three
Right,
points na yun.
right, the recovery. Yeah, and may sinabi ka kanina na super solid. You're gonna have superficial goals at the start. Like I mentioned already earlier, nung magto-third year high school ako, fourth year high school, first year college, ang gusto ko lang biceps and abs. Maybe that's enough to get you started. But what gets you going is what Coach Raff mentioned na discipline talaga. At first, you're maybe gonna want to lose weight because you want to look sexier, you want to look better. That's okay. Completely fine. And if you focus on it, eventually you'll see that, this thing it's kind of corny to say, pero lifestyle talaga siya. Eventually, it's just gonna be a part of your everyday. But it's totally cool as well for me kung ang simula lang nito is medyo mababaw na goals. But again, simula lang yun. If you really wanna obtain these goals and keep them long term, you're gonna have to be more disciplined.
Yeah. Just to share up, when Carlos said mababaw na goal at first, totoo yun. He was saying
Ano ba yung
kanina...
mababaw mong goals?
Wait lang. He was
Ito
saying
na,
kanina,
ito na, chat.
bicep and abs. When I was starting way back 2015, 2016, sobrang skinny ko, guys. I don't have the self-confidence. I wasn't even planning on becoming an online coach. Wala sa plans ko yun. Alam mo yung gusto ko lang mag-develop yung upper body ko at makita yung abs ko because I was skinny fat. Wala akong plans before when I was younger sa part ng pagtuturo sa tao,
Coach,
pagko-coach
is
sa
it
tao.
offensive if matawag ka na gym bro?
Saan yun?
Moist.
Sorry. Asan yun? Nandistract ako dun, sorry. Asan yun? Wait, going back. Nadistract ako doon na yung nagsalita.
Isa pa raw para marinig ulit ni Coach.
Saan nang galing yun, ha? Kayo guys, nag-explain ako. Biglang may nagko-comment.
It's a feature. It's a
Okay.
text-to-speech feature. So basically, viewers can donate and gift the stream.
Okay.
And then at any point, part siya na habang nagsasalita ka, bigla ka na lang makakarinig ng
Oo.
boses. So
Kasi
part yun.
Akala ko kinakausap. Wait, tapusin ko lang yung akin bago natin sagutin yun. Asan na ako? Nawala talaga ako kasi nagulat ako sa feature na
Isa
yan.
pa raw.
Wait lang guys. Wait lang. Wag niyo muna. Tapusin ko lang yung thought ko. Wait lang. Okay. Yeah, skinny. I just want to increase my confidence. Wala akong idea if I'm gonna coach people. Yun, ganun lang kababaw. Gusto ko lang makita yung abs ko. Yun lang naman talaga ang start at first. Kaya I don't blame people if gusto nila na sumexy lang, numipis yung taba sa braso. Yun lang, that's normal. Pero as you mature sa fitness journey mo, magabago yan. And I think Carlos would agree with me sa part na yun.
Super agree. Super agree. Alright, Lactose Boy.
Lactose
Tinanong ni
Boy.
Lactose Boy kanina eh. Okay lang ba na tawagin kang gym bro?
Gym bro, okay lang naman yung gym bro. Siguro, paano when you say gym bro, paano bang gym bro? Paano bang gym bro na...
Yeah, I don't really care. Parang siguro ko gym bro, whether siguro parang meathead ganyan or mahilig
Okay.
Honestly, I think I'd like it. Maybe some people would use it as an insult to me
Yeah.
na parang gym bro ka lang eh, or
Yeah.
I don't care. I want to be a gym bro. I'll embrace it. Ano to, kami ni Coach Raff, we are brothers in iron.
Yeah.
Kami ay magkabakal. Di ba? Ano yun? Mga kabakal.
On my end, siguro if someone would call, just to share if some of you here na nakikita ko on TikTok as well, not all the comments are nice. Okay? Not all the comments are, even on Instagram, not all the comments are nice. Because if you're gonna look at us, we're not the typical bodybuilder sa sobrang malalaki. Okay? Siguro,
Sibam.
yeah, magkamukha lang kami ni cousin here. Pero we're not that yung mga bodybuilders na super big yung katawan. And I would understand kung saan nanggagaling yung comments ng tao. Pero at the end of the day, if you know naman ulit. If you know naman na your intentions are pure, wala naman kami paki sa mga comments because at the end of the day, kami yung pinakikinggan eh. At the end of the day, nakakatulong kami because of our tips. And I have been doing like my online coaching thing for 5 to 6 years na. And I think dun pa lang sa part na yun, I've been consistent in helping people. So if ever may mga magatawag sa amin na meatheads, gym bro, it's okay. Kasi doon naman kami nagsimula eh. Bakal boys kami. Bakal boys kami when we started. We just decided na we wanted more in life. That's why we're doing this right now for you guys. Just a quick sharing. When Carlos said the Bakal Gym, we met dahil sa gym.
Yes, sir.
Sige nga, ikaw na nga muna mag I'm not sure if doon na tayo sa part ng topic right now kung paano tayo nagkakilala.
I think, okay, for those curious, paano kami nagkakilala ni Coach Raff? I think, it's 2017, 2018?
18. So,
2018. I think we just hit each other up through the DMs.
Yeah.
Parang, uy, buhat naman tayo. Let's talk about our motivations.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what inspires us. Literally, just a random training session. Just wanna learn from each other.
Yeah.
And so, nagbuhat kami. And yung pinagbuhatan naming gym, bakal gym siya. No aircon.
Yeah.
And this goes to, I wanna segue this sa tanong ni Adrian dito. Thoughts on working out in an air-conditioned gym versus non-air-conditioned gym. We actually talked about this in the previous live stream.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Honestly, I want aircon.
Yeah.
Lalo na kapag mainit yung panahon, sure, aircon. If I wanna sweat it out, I don't care. Aircon pa rin. Because I've tried both. Nung nagbuhat kami ni Coach Raff, like I mentioned, non-aircon. And for the longest time as well, when I lifted weights, nagbuhat ako in a non-air-conditioned gym. And I'll prove to you that I did that because ang name nung gym ko, my first ever gym, na bakal gym, walang aircon, ay walang iba kundi Gold Gym. Not Golds.
Gold Gym.
Gold Gym.
Walang S.
Oh, walang S.
Ano yung Gold Gym?
Gold Gym lang.
Gold Gym lang.
So, ano talaga siya.
Walang S.
Sobrang classic na bakal, kalawang na yung weight, kalawang na yung barbell. It really stinks. Yung amoy, di mo na alam kung ano yung inaamoy mo. Di mo alam kung protein powder o pawis.
Humble beginnings,
or
no?
naiwan na medyas. But, hey, whether or not you start in an air-conditioned gym or a non-air-conditioned gym, it doesn't matter. Just do your day one, right?
Yeah.
But to answer your question more directly, Adrian, working out in an air-conditioned versus non-air-conditioned gym all goes down to preference. You're not gonna burn more calories. You're just gonna be sweating more in a non-air-conditioned gym, but more or less the calories you're gonna be burning are not gonna differ all that much. What matters is still your day one. Just go lift. Kung saan ka mas masaya. If trip mo yung pinapawisan ka parati each time, if gusto mo nakikita mo yung pawis mo tumutulo, do it, man. Do it in a non-air-conditioned gym. But if you prefer to be treated like a prince or yung aircon mo, love na love mo, and you don't want to go through a workout during the summer heat, sure, do your air-conditioned gym. Marvin, Coach, I don't really do core or abs workout. Is it necessary to remove my side belly fats?
Okay, so the question, the infamous question, how to get your abs, how to see your abs. At the end of the day, guys, I always preach this sa page ko, sa what I do is we all have abs at the end of the day. Okay? The reason why you're not seeing your abs is may layer kasi yan. Sabihin natin ito yung abs mo. Ito yung layer ng body fat. Okay? Ang goal is to see this even though you're not training your abs, the goal is to see this. Pero if you are not seeing your abs because of the belly fat, okay? Kahit mag-ab crunches ka, madedevelop mo lang tong abs mo, pero you will not see it kasi nga it's covered with belly fat. What you need to do is you have to make sure that your nutrition is on point. You have to create a deficit. Saan? Sa cardio mo and sa diet mo. Because we need to use the stored fat as a source of energy. Hindi mawawala yan if you're not gonna use it. Okay? If you can see the screen, very very scientific tayo dito. If you can see the screen right now, chat, yung pinakita ni Carlos here, yung the brown one, this one, paano matuturo yun? Basta the brown one, the fat,
yeah.
That's our target. We need to burn that. Kasi kahit hindi mo i-train yung abs mo, okay, you just need to burn the belly fat. You will be able to see your abs. So instead of obsessing so much sa ab workouts, I would rather invest my time, effort, and energy to learn how to count my calories so that in the long run, when I do my cardio sessions, when I prepare my meals, if those two are on a deficit, okay, that's gonna create a deficit sa total calories mo throughout the day. You will see your abs. Ganito lang yan. Kapag may body fat ka sa core, yung belly fat, that simply means meron kang extra energy. In order for you to see your abs, kailangan natin gamitin yung extra energy. Or, huwag ka na maglagay ng extra energy. What do I mean? Huwag ka na kumain ng marami. Kapag di ka kumain ng marami, hindi ka na mag-store na extra energy sa core natin. Or, if you want to use naman the stored energy, you do weightlifting, you do cardio, huwag niyong i-demonize yung belly fat. Energy po yan na nakatago lang sa tiyan natin. So, don't obsess sa ab workouts. You just have to make sure na you use your stored energy. Again, huwag kayo may stress kung coach, ang sipag ko mag-ab workout, ang ganda ng pump pero hindi ko makita. Kasi nga covered ng body fat. Okay? Tanggalin na natin yung myth na ab crunches does not burn belly fat. It's just going to develop yung core muscle nyo. In order for you to burn the belly fat, you have to make sure na you're eating less and you're moving more. Ulit, you need to be eating less, aka calorie deficit, and moving more to create more deficit dun sa total calorie reduction na kailangan natin. Gusto mo naging scientific tayo sa discussion
okay
today?
lang. Actually, the more factual we get, the more scientific we get. I think nabubura lahat ng noise.
Yeah.
And mas na i-deliver natin yung message in a way that isn't necessarily fake news.
Yeah.
Kumbaga talagang mas diretso tayo sa point. Bali ba yung abs muscle recomposition tinatanong ni Lars?
So, bali yung sa abs muscle recomposition. I think more of body recomposition. Kasi body recomposition is burning the stored fat that you have and at the same time, if not building, toning the muscles that you already have. So, we call it body recomposition. Sa abs, don't obsess so much sa calorie deficit, guys. Kasi if you're gonna obsess so much sa deficit, like ang sipag mo mag-cardio, ang sipag mo hindi ka na kumain kasi gusto mo makita yung abs, ang problem lang dyan, you're not hitting your protein count. You're also gonna burn your muscle mass, which we don't want to happen. So dapat slight calorie deficit lang, and at the same time, lift weights hanggat kaya, and eventually, yung stored fat na nasa tiyan natin, unti-unting matutunaw yan, and you're starting to see the details of your muscle, and makikita nyo na yung abs nyo. Is it gonna be fast? Hindi. Especially kung yung lifestyle mo busy. As long as you're able to find a routine na you can go to the gym, you can prepare your meals, you can do your cardio, you can stick to that routine, let's say 4 to 5 times a week, then you're okay. Time will come, makikita mo yung abs mo. And trust me, once you start seeing progress, once you start burning fat, hindi naman sa abs agad yan eh. From head to toe may body fat tayo. Be observant lang kung saan ka muna natutunawan ng body fat. And time will come, yung core mo, doon na manuduso yung taba. Which ang ending, makikita natin abs natin. Okay?
That's true. This diagram essentially summarizes a lot of what Coach Raff just talked about. Let's hit up another question. Brothers in Iron sounds strong AF, sabi ni Tavis. Hell yeah. Hi Kumu, welcome to the stream. Dati I don't go to the gym, sabi ni Ryan, kasi I climb mountains na. Pero I find myself panting a lot, so I went to the gym to build endurance. Ngayon na-enjoy ko na yung gym. Yeah, we were talking about motivations earlier, right? What's your motivation to go to the gym? It could be superficial, it could be simple. As simple as what Ryan said, na parang para sa kanya, kahit na nagma-mountain climb siya, medyo hinihingal pa rin siya. So nag-gym siya, focused on that. And then, eventually, once you're a little comfortable with fulfilling your initial goals, you'll probably have other goals. I think as humans, as people, we naturally have that inclination to keep conquering more goals. And yeah, eventually, you're gonna have other goals to complete and demolish as well, Ryan. And that goes for everybody as well. Start with whatever you want and then venture out into other things as your interest in fitness and wellness grows. By the way, para sa mga kakapasok lang ng stream, you can ask, I'm here with Coach Raff. You can ask Coach Raff and I any fitness question that you have, and we will try our best to answer it. If we don't know that.
Sorry na coach, nang bibigla talaga tong TTS. Tanong ulit, if naka-calorie deficit, how do you deal with gutom or sudden urge to eat? Moist.
Natutuwa talaga ako sa feature na yan.
The
Talaga,
TTS.
you need to stop and you really have to listen kung ano yung sasabihin. Kasi ang amazing. Kasi parang once mo lang siya marinig, so you have to make sure narinig mo yung sinabi.
I forget where I was what I was saying, but that's all good.
Oh, diba?
Because what you'll notice is throughout this entire stream, we're probably gonna be saying the same things again and again. Because at the end of the day, that's actually how simple fitness is. We just tend to overcomplicate it because a lot of the times emotions get into the picture. Wala tayong patience. We want the quick results. But fitness is really a long game, and when it's a long game, it's a lot more simple than you think. Okay, ano yung tanong ni Lactose Boy?
Oh my God.
Chat, ano yung tanong ni Lactose
Sorry.
Boy?
Wait, narinig ko yan. I need to remember. I forgot.
Wait. Ano
Sorry,
yung tanong?
chat. Sino ulit yung nagtanong? Sorry.
Si Lactose
narinig ko yun.
Boy.
Actually, may answer na ako. Kasi was confused.
Ano, Lactose Boy, what was it?
I'm so sorry na alam ko na yung
Oo
question. May
nga
sagot na ako na wala lang sa isip ko nung nag-explain pa si Carlos here eh.
How to deal
gutom,
with it?
gutom.
Oh,
Okay,
God, thank
okay,
you, Lars.
gets.
Akala ko magpapatitiis ulit si Lactose Boy eh.
Gets. If you're on a diet, let's say calorie deficit, chances niyan is you're eating less. You're eating less kasi nga you have to hit your numbers right. Tama? In order for you to sustain this, okay, and hindi ka mag-struggle sa dito pala titingin. Parang hindi ka mag-struggle sa hunger levels mo, especially throughout the day and you need to sleep. Ang problem kasi niyan, yung matutulog ka na, doon ka tatamaan ng matinding hunger levels. So what is my practical tips if you are on a calorie deficit diet? Number 1, you have to time your meals well. Meaning, you have to make sure yung hours gap difference ng meals mo, if you're eating 3 meals, if you're eating 2 meals, is enough for you so that when you're about to sleep, yung last meal mo sana malapit dun sa sleeping time mo para hindi ka magutom. What else do I do? This is what I do personally. I do intermittent fasting. Guys, when you do intermittent fasting, hindi automatic fat loss ha. The reason why I do intermittent fasting is I wanted to control my calories throughout the day. Okay, so that I don't struggle. I only eat 2 huge meals a day. I usually break my fast around 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and my last meal is usually around 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, kapag matutulog na ako ng 11 or 12, hindi ako magi-struggle kasi galing ako sa huge meal ko eh. And I am sure dahil I'm only eating 2 huge meals, it's either I'm on my maintenance or deficit. I just need to make sure na yung protein ko is on point. If hindi mo i-hit yung protein mo with the 2 meals, dahil nga naka-fasting ka rin like me, I would suggest you take whey protein para ma-hit mo yung protein count mo. It's more of being strategic on what time should you eat your meals. I would suggest, if kaya nyo mag-intermittent fasting, you should give it a try para lang makontrol nyo yung hunger levels nyo. Hindi po automatic fat loss ha. Kahit naka-IF kayo, if you are on a calorie surplus, you will not burn fat. Let's clarify that. The only reason why I preach intermittent fasting as early as now is I want you guys to learn how to control your hunger levels, how to control your eating habits and your calories para hindi kayo mag-struggle throughout the day. Kasi sa mga baguhan sa diet, that's normal. What you're feeling is normal. You're gonna feel hungry. You want to eat more. You're gonna crave for something. And also what I tell my clients, just follow the diet plan 5 days a week. Kasi if you're very consistent naman sa training mo, recovery mo, and diet, you deserve the weekends off sa diet para naman ma-reset ka. And don't overthink na tataba ka because mawawala ka sa diet. No. You're very active. Your recovery is on point. You're very strict sa calories mo on the weekdays. Weekends, you deserve to have fun. You deserve to go out with your loved ones, with your family. You deserve to eat more. Kasi long game to eh. So if naka-diet ka 7 days a week, do you think may enjoy mo siya? Do you think like it's going to be like mentally okay for you? No, kasi I've been through that as well. So again, learn how to take diet breaks. Don't obsess sa results. Don't overthink. As long as you're active, you're not gonna carry too much body fat. Okay?
Yeah. To add to that, when you're dieting and you're eating below what your body normally needs, deficit, diba? Maintenance, kinakain mo you're consuming the amount of calories your body needs. Maintenance. Deficit, kung na yung kailangan kulang, you will be hungry.
Yeah.
There are no two ways around it. You will be hungry. You won't be used to it. It's gonna be uncomfortable. And the more you go below your maintenance, the hungrier you will get. That's just how it is. Your body wants you to continue surviving, and so it will tell you and give you all these signals for you to look for food and eat it because you're not giving it what it needs on a daily basis. When Coach Raff mentioned IF, Coach Raff is saying na it's one way to manage your hunger.
Yeah.
There are many ways to manage your hunger. Other people even go as far as taking mga suppressants, mga hunger suppressants para hindi sila magutom. You don't have to do that. If you want, you can go that far, sure. But I think for the most part, recognizing that you are going to be hungry because you are on a deficit is already 50% of winning the battle.
Yeah.
Kasi ina-expect mo na yun eh. You're just allowing it to be a part of the journey. Don't fight it. You will be hungry. And some people will prefer IF. Kasi 2 big meals. That personally, I think it works for me. 2 big meals, bago matulog, di na ako gutom kasi kakakain ko lang ng second big meal ko. Sure, that works. Other people will feel more comfortable with more small meals throughout the day kasi maybe yung trabaho nila starts very early and then until gabi, physically active pa rin sila. So maybe they'll need more inputs of food throughout the day. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that yung style na mahanap mo will work for you.
Yeah.
That is true. I do IF kasi tanghali na ako nagigising. That works.
Yeah.
That works too. The beauty with IF is that it's very flexible. You just have to do it religiously. Thank you, Mommy Keiko, for the time rush, dash, and sprint over here in Kumu. We are campaigning over here in Kumu, by the way, chat. So if you want to support the campaign, you can show some love by dropping virtual gifts. And you can also show some love by becoming a member here on YouTube. If you want other people to enjoy the Coach Raff emotes, you can also gift members, to other non-members here. May tanong dito kanina si Francis. Hinahanap ko yung tanong niya. How many days in a week is enough to build the habit of working out?
How many days in a week is enough to build the habit of working out? If you're just about to start, you need to ask yourself muna, gaano ka ba ka-motivate to work out? Okay? Kasi we need to abuse that. Hanggat motivated ka, go to the gym. Hanggat motivated ka. Kasi usually I tell this to anyone na magtatanong sa akin, gaano ba katagal para hindi na maging dragging sa akin to go to the gym? Siguro give yourselves at least 21 days to build a habit. 21 days.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
parang 21
actually,
days, diba?
old school na yun eh. Old school in 21 days. Any form of habit. Kasi if you're gonna go to the gym, that's a habit. You're gonna find the best time for you to go to the gym. You're gonna do that, let's say, 4 to 5 times a week. And dapat wag pa iba-iba yung oras ng pagpunta sa gym. Because the goal here is that you wanted to have it as automatic na lang sa system mo. Ako, I personally go to the gym lunchtime between 11 to 1 or 12 to 2. That's my thing on a day-to-day basis. Sa iba siguro morning person sila. Sa iba after ng work. It's okay. Just to tell you frankly, there's no perfect time to work out. The perfect time for you to work out is kung ano yung convenient sa schedule mo. Because we all have different lives. Okay? Possible hindi ka pwede sa umaga kasi you have work. So after work, it's okay. As long as it's convenient for your schedule to work out consistently and hindi ganun ka-dragging sa'yo, then just push. Kasi the first few days motivated ka. That's normal. Let's say, papasok ka na sa mga second week, third week, dyan yung struggle. Mararamdaman mo na yung body pain, parang tatamarin ka na, parang ang sakit ng katawan, coach, ayoko mo na mag-workout. Those are the days that you really have to push forward pa. Because doon ka na, mabe-break mo na yung barrier mo sa comfort zone mo doon sa creating a habit na, okay, once na matawid ko to, lagi ko na siya magagawa. Kasi time will come, if you have been doing this for the longest time, automatic na siyang hanapin ng katawan mo. And listen, if na-build mo na yung habit, something will feel wrong if you are not able to do it. For example, ako hindi ako makapag-workout and I know for myself na kaya ko mag-workout. May ick na feeling na may itch na parang may hindi ka nagawa. And gusto ko sana ganun na rin kayo mag-isip when you do your workouts. Most of my clients, ganun na rin yan. Hindi na sila mahirap turuan kasi na-build na yung habit. And I would understand sa simula, mahirap siya. This is easier said than done, ha? Madali sabihin, mahirap gawin. So you really have to push through. Ako okay ako sa 21 days. 21 days is a safe estimate for me for creating a habit talaga.
Yeah.
yun.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything that Coach Raff said naman in answering this question. Just take advantage of the early motivation that you have so that you can build that habit as fast as you can. Thank you, Mommy Keiko, for another full pack. Another question here. This one I don't know the answer to. You know? You know? May nagpa-gift to 5 membership. So, thank you so much, Manny. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, benta to sinabi ni Archrom. Sometimes, I sleep in gym clothes para rekta na pagkagising. You know what? If you're serious about that and it works, sure, just don't forget to wear deodorant para all-in-one na talaga. Mag-medyas ka na rin. Ito yung tanong na hindi ko alam yung sagot. Pwede ba ang IF sa may diagnosed as diabetic?
When we say diabetes, usually you are trying to avoid mga carbs and at the same time mga sugars When you do IF, sometimes it helps pa. I think it helps. Kasi when you do IF, it detoxifies the body. Just so meron kayong additional information. When you do IF, intermittent fasting, it detoxifies the body. Kumbaga, when you are on your fasted state, yung cells natin, okay, it's going to rebuild itself. So, huwag kayong matakot na huwag kumain for a long period of time. Kumbaga, if naka-survival mode na yung katawan natin through fasting, our cells get rebuild. Okay? And at the same time, yung mga dead cells natin, kusa na nire-remove ng katawan natin throughout the fasting state. I cannot answer directly sa part ng diabetes. Kumbaga, sinabi ko lang yung other health benefits when you're doing IF. Para lang huwag kayong mag-overthink na, hala, hindi ako kumakain for a long period of time. Baka magkasakit ako. Baka mapasama to. No. Yung mga sinaunang tao nga guys, hindi naman kumakain yung 3 meals a day. They're doing their day-to-day routine na like 1 meal, 2 meals. So you guys have to understand there are benefits in fasting. There are health benefits in fasting, not just sa pag-control ng calories natin. So siguro yun, hindi ko rin masagot directly yung sa part ng diabetes.
Ito, this one's an interesting question. Chat, keep the questions coming in. Ang daming tanong actually, and we don't mind answering it throughout this. We had an entire program planned for you, but the program is only the side story here or the side plot. The main plot here is really a Q&A. So as many questions as you have, we'll answer it. Keep them interesting. As much as possible, if you feel like nasagot naman na yung question, maybe you can ask another question. After ilang days po kayo nag-workout if galing sa sakit?
After ilang days. Ikaw ba? Kasi ako, pag galing, huwag niyo akong gayahin guys. Pag nagkakasakit kayo, huwag kayo mag-train. Magpahinga kayo. Pero ako kasi more of the mental side ako. Alam ng ibang audience ko to. Even though may sakit ako before, I'm trying my best to stay active. Kasi ayokong i-embrace the fact na nagkakasakit ako. So I need to move. I may not be lifting heavy weights, but you can see me moving like light weights lang, like light cardio lang, just anything to move. Pero don't do it if hindi talaga kaya ng katawan mo. Now, if galing ka sa flu, let's say, ask yourself muna, kaya na ba talaga ng katawan mo? And if babalik ka na sa gym after getting sick, sabihin natin 2 days recovered ka na from being sick nga, and then you went back to your gym routine, don't immediately lift the previous weights sa binubuhat mo na heavy. You have to warm your body muna. Get back to the groove of lifting weights. Huwag mong bibiglayin na heavy kasi possible niya baka mabinat ka o magkasakit ka na naman. Pero again, ask yourself. Pero kung ako yan, I usually just train light. I just do light cardio. Ayoko lang talaga na wala akong movement because I don't think it's helping me. Pero ako yun, medyo matigas ulo ko. So, wag niyo akong gayahin, guys. If kailangan niyo magpahinga kayo because when you're getting sick, it's just a sign na to tell your body na kailangan mo talaga magpahinga muna for now. So, yung 2 days, when you go to the gym, assess if kaya mo na mag-lift ng weights. If hindi pa, light workout lang din pahinga. Pero eventually naman, after a week niyan of fully recovered ka na, a week after fully recovered, mas may enjoy mo na ulit yung training mo.
Personally, I guess as long as alam kong di na ako nakakahawa ng ibang tao. But just like Coach Raff, I'm pretty stubborn. The minute I feel like I can already push weight and start moving, I'll do it. Sometimes symptomatic pa nga kaya dito na lang sa bahay. Para hindi lang makahawa ng ibang tao. But yeah, I think a large part of why I want to or I am being stubborn is the same with Coach Raff. Mentally, I feel like mas detrimental yung magiging effect sa akin overall ng hindi pagpupunta sa gym.
Yeah.
Kaysa sa magpapahinga ng 2 or 3 days just for the sake of getting marginally better. It's not ideal, I think, for a lot of people. But what a lot of people also fail to recognize is that the overall wellness of a person matters more than the individual components that make up that wellness. What I mean by that is maybe your wellness is made up of your physical health and your mental health. What matters is that yung total nun at the end of the day far exceeds the deficits or yung pagkukulang ng components na yun. So yeah, maybe you are still sick. But then working out will give you an overall score that is way higher than missing out on the gym dahil magpapahinga ka for an additional day. Go to the gym. It's a personal choice, like I mentioned earlier. I think the only prescription that we can really make for you, chat, kami ni Coach Raff, is when you go out and you're sick, huwag ka namang hawa ng ibang tao. Yun na lang. Don't get other people involved in that sickness.
Yeah.
That's it, right? We're not talking about COVID. We're not necessarily talking about monkeypox. We're just talking about, not being a nuisance to other people. Yeah. So yun na lang, di ba? That's another one. Checked in with your doctor. I mean, of course, di ba? If we're talking about something that's more severe, consult with your physician. Ito, si Julia may tanong para kay Coach Raff. How does your online coaching work?
Ay, wow. Dito talaga.
DM is key.
Yeah.
DM is key.
Excuse me. Sorry.
DM nyo lang si Coach Raff.
Yeah, ayun lang guys. I'm here to answer all your questions. Kasi right now, we are live at Carlos platforms here. I'm also live sa TikTok account ko. So, we are hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. I just, as much as I can, I just wanted to educate a lot of people. Especially yung mga marami maglagas lagi na hindi namin nasasagot yung questions, which we apologize kasi nga marami nagtatanong. But to answer your question, Julia, you can just message me. Anything regarding inquiries, just message me on TikTok or Instagram. Same lang naman at RGR Martinez. But tonight, let's just enjoy the free seminar. Free seminar talaga. Free Q&A. Kasi to be honest, yung brain cells namin gumagana, which is fun for me. Okay, we love your questions. We love interacting with your questions, especially yung mga specific concerns nyo na, may ganyan palang question na may nakaka-experience nito. So, they're gonna ask us some solutions kung paano namin matutulungan. Kumbaga, it's fun to help people, especially if alam naman namin we can give value. So, just keep on asking us. Okay, just keep on asking us. So, yun.
All right, chat. Let's do that. Best workout routine from Dens. Ooh, this is a very, very famous question. Unfortunately, Dens, walang sagot dyan.
Yeah.
All right, so I think Coach Raff can expound on that.
When Carlos said na walang best answer dyan, at the end of the day, mag-experiment ka ng training plan. Sobrang daming training splits out there. Just know na if baguhan ka, master the basics lang muna. What are the basics? Yung mga compound lifts nyo. And at the same time, make sure na you're really following yung mind-muscle connection. Don't just lift weights para lang may momentum na, for example, you're doing bench press. If ikaw yung newbie, usually ang gagawin mo, bench press lang. Like with momentum, with swing, without even understanding kung ano yung mind-muscle connection. So you have to make sure na you're feeling the muscle group that you are training. Going back, ito yung sinasabi namin. Master the compound lifts. Squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, bench press, overhead press, dips. Why? If you would notice, wala pang masyadong machine dyan. If you would notice, these are heavy lifts. Hindi naman exaggerate heavy lifts, ha? But if you are able to understand the basic compound lifts, usually you're hitting multiple muscle groups in just one execution. If you're doing squats, you're hitting your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves. If you're doing your deadlifts, you're hitting majority of your back. If you're doing your bench press, you're hitting majority of your chest. And if you're doing overhead press, you're hitting a lot of your shoulder heads. And that's the reason why I need you to fall in love with the compound lifts. Kasi if baguhan ka, you really need to abuse those para makuha nyo yung newbie gains na advantage nyo. So learn the compound lifts, and from there, magpasok siguro kayo ng accessory workouts. I can't be so detailed sa pagbigay ng explanations sa training plan kasi it's mostly like saying, here's the training plan. Pero just a beginner tip, understand the compound lifts, mind-muscle connection, and your tempo and execution. Sabi nga ni Carlos kanina here, when we say progressive overload, it's not just about the weight. Sometimes it's minimal rest period. Sometimes it's improving with the form. Anything na nag-i-improve ka, it's progressive overload, not just weights. Kasi kapag if tinaasan mo rin yung reps with the same weights that you are lifting, tapos kinakaya mo na, that's also progressive overload. Okay? So yun.
Can even take it a step further, actually. Maybe you only work out 3 times a week. Now you're doing 4 times a week. That's also progressive overload. By definition, ibig sabihin lang ng progressive overload, and hinimay na to kanina ni Coach Raff, but I just want to repeat it for you, chat. You are just literally doing more overtime. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. I think we can talk about creatine right now.
Yeah.
Kasi I've been seeing a lot of questions on creatine. Thoughts on creatine, Coach?
Okay, so yan na. We're talking about supplements na. I think marami rin sa live ko. Sorry, yung mga naka-live sa akin here right now. I'm reading your questions, guys. Bawi ako sa pag-answer ng questions nyo, but I am seeing also a lot of questions regarding supplements. Now, when we talk about creatine, okay, first things first, ano bang expectations when you take creatine? Creatine, okay, is a supplement wherein it helps us gain strength. Number 1 point, it helps us gain strength. When you are gaining strength inside the gym, you will be able to lift heavier weights. It helps with progressive overload. In the long run, muscle growth. That's number 1. It helps improve strength. Number 2, it makes your muscles look fuller. Because yung katawan po kasi natin, we have water. Okay, we have water all over our body. And sometimes, okay, yung muscles natin is also made up of water. Baka hindi nyo alam yon. The reason why it doesn't look that full kasi when you take creatine, your body is going to push water inside your muscles. Okay, so that's why you will look bigger, you will look fuller because of creatine. And the third bonus of creatine, if ikaw yung individual na, let's say, on a day-to-day basis, your work, your business, your school, kailangan mong gamitin ng comprehension. You need to think a lot. It helps benefit your cognitive functions, your cognitive skills. You can think clearer, you can have creative ideas because of creatine, and yeah, you can make arguments, you can like this kung paano namin sagutin yung questions nyo. It helps us well generate arguments and statements na wherein we can help and answer your questions. Now, when it comes sa loading ng creatine, people are asking us, well, paano ba dapat yung loading ng creatine? People are trying to load their creatine minsan 20 grams in just one sitting. I'm not a firm believer anymore of the loading phase. Hanggat kaya, let's just follow the safe amount, which is 5 grams. 5 grams yung maliliit lang. If wala kayong scoop dun sa creatine nyo, a teaspoon would do. That's safe baseline for the 5 grams. Take that every day. Kailangan ba may break? For me, no. Kailangan ba may rest? No, but you have to make sure na you're drinking a lot of water. At least 1.5 liters per day. Why? Because sometimes baka mabigla kayo since nga your body is pushing water inside your muscles. Baka ma-dehydrate kayo. So you need to drink a lot of water para lang ma-compensate yung pag-push ng body nyo ng water inside your muscles. And yeah, don't do anymore the loading phase. Just make sure that you're consuming 5 grams of protein per day. Of creatine per day. At the same time, use it. Mag-workout kayo. Gamitin nyo. Wag lang kayo mag-creatine tapos hindi nyo gagamitin. Sayang naman yung benefits nun.
Before I add on to what Coach Raff just said, well put, yung mga nasabi ni Coach Raff, I just want to thank Mommy Keiko again for dropping another full pack over here on Kumu. Thank you, Mommy Keiko. I think loading, for those who are not familiar, when it comes to creatine, the instructions often divide people into two groups. Either you load creatine, and by that, ang ibig sabihin take ka ng marami kaagad.
Yeah.
And then the other half, the other instruction to this is just take it as is, and then over time, you'll see the benefits. I think for those who want to load creatine or who want to yung rationale behind loading creatine na kailangan marami ka kaagad iti-take na creatine, I think therefore those who just want to reap the benefits right away. Because creatine, naiipon siya sa muscles. And when you load creatine, napupuno ka agad yung muscles ng creatine. But I don't know that there is research to substantiate that there is a huge difference between loading creatine para ma-saturate or mapuno ka agad yung muscles and just taking it regularly and eventually mapupuno rin siya. If there is an advantage, it won't be a lot because again, if you're loading creatine versus your 7 days of regular taking, eventually at some point, you're also going to be fully saturated already. So the gains will be minimal. Creatine is dirt cheap. It is very affordable, and it is the most researched supplement, sports supplement in all of history. You can go as far back as the 80s, and there's already research on creatine and its safety. And also, it's allowed in all major sports leagues. It's a legal substance. It's not magical, and it's very, very beneficial not only to your body but according to Coach Raff, cognitively. That part is actually very recent research. I think 10 or 15 years ago lang yata na nalaman that creatine also helps with your brain. Like it literally helps you cognitively, and that's just another reason for you to take creatine. I really like it. I personally take 5 grams every day, every time I work out. So I don't take it every day, but research is okay. Research says that you can take it every day if you want to, 5 grams. I guess na build ko lang yung habit na I only take it on gym days. But there's no perfect time to take it either. You can take it every day. Don't need to time it. Hindi kailangan umaga after gym or sa gabi. Just when it's convenient for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you take creatine before or after workout? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because again, ang creatine, naiipon siya sa muscles.
Yeah.
And it stays there. And so, it stays there until your body uses it up. And so, there's really no need for you to time it. Whether before workout or after workout. What matters is the consistency that you take it regularly. The one time you shouldn't take creatine is if you're already having kidney issues.
Yep.
It won't cause kidney issues, by the way. To be clear, there is so much research on this already. It's crazy how the myth still exists. But supplementing with creatine will not cause kidney damage. However, if you already have kidney damage, it won't be a wise thing to take creatine because your body is already having a hard time breaking down creatine as it is. In that case, you're gonna have to ask your doctor, consult with your doctor on whether or not it would be a wise thing for you to do. Can you take creatine even though you're not working out? Sure. Sure. I mean, again, may cognitive benefits nga. You'll see a lot of CEOs taking creatine, just flexing it out there na parang, nagki-creatine ako kasi nakakatulong siya sa utak ko pero di naman sila nag-workout. That's okay. Again, research shows that it's very safe to consume. Yeah, it is dirt cheap. If you order from whale.co, use code BENIFAM on checkout.
Nice plug though.
Yeah. Pag nag-start pa ako mag-gym, sabi ni Stein, change yung sleeping habit ko.
When you start having an active lifestyle, to be honest mas magiging better ang sleep mo. Kasi if ikaw yung individual na mahilig magpuyat and alam mo naman active na yung lifestyle mo, you go to the gym, you lift weights, you do cardio, you do it consistently, your body is going to scream for sleep. That's why kahit gusto mo pa magpuyat, mapapansin mo niya at the end of the day, you're gonna feel a bit sleepy. You just want to rest. So you won't have a hard time sleeping when you start living an active lifestyle. Kumbaga, it's also beneficial for your sleep. And at the same time, you really need to sleep longer if you're having an active lifestyle for the recovery. So is it going to change your sleeping time? I'm not sure if depende pa rin sa preference mo. Pero would it help for you to fall asleep faster? Yes. Kasi nga, ginagamit natin yung energy natin and we need to rest. So yun siya.
For me, sabi ni Christian, comment lang din ni Christian, for me, never ako nag-workout. Lagi ako nag-work ng night shift. Okay, I think this is a quick topic we can brush up on. Coach, what do you tell people who say that they have no time to work out? Like, Coach, I'm just packed, man. Like, I have a family. My day starts at 5 a.m. But at 5 a.m., I'm already dressing up. I'm preparing food for the kids. At 6 a.m., I'm already going through traffic because I have to be at the office by 8. I get out at 5, minsan 6 kasi nag-OT ako. Pag-uwi, magluluto pa ako ng pagkain. And then before I know it, I'm dead tired. I don't have time to work out. What's something? I mean, I'm not trying to mock this situation because it's real.
Yeah.
I have the privilege of working out 2 hours 4 times a week because it's a privilege. I have the time. But how about for those people? Because that's a very normal situation, Coach. How about for those who just literally don't have time? What do you tell them?
Yeah. Actually, yung example ni Carlos here is very realistic. And actually, if pinakinggan niyo yung sinabi niya, parang wala ka na talagang oras eh. From imagine when you wake up, you're dressed up, you work, pag-uwi, ang dami pang ginagawa. We need to break down muna things para we can understand paano natin masisimulan yung, let's say, fitness journey nyo. And if you have a lot of things in your plate na nahihirapan kayo mag-start. Number 1, your priorities. If you have a lot of things to do on a day-to-day basis, especially with your family, business, school, job, anything regarding your priorities.
Jowa. Bebe time.
Yeah, may bebe time pa kayo with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. That's normal na medyo hindi talaga tayo makapag-workout, let's say 5 to 6 times a week. Understand the fact na i-accept nyo muna yun kasi we have priorities in life. But that does not mean you should not work out. Now, we move to number 2. The second point. Understanding your daily routine. If alam naman natin na we only have 30 minutes a day na free to improve ourselves, let's maximize the 30 minutes. Coach, I don't have time to go to the gym. Sabi nga ni Carlos kanina, parang ang free time ko na siguro pag nagawa ko na lahat ng responsibilities ko sa gabi na lang, meron akong 30 minutes lang naman. Yung 30 minutes na you don't have to go to the gym. Yung 30 minutes na we're talking about what? Improving your health through simple activities kahit nasa bahay ka. You can do body weight training. You can do at-home cardio sessions kung meron kayong treadmill, if you have jump rope. If you can walk outside your neighborhood for 30 minutes and you can do that 4 to 5 times a week, that would pile up to a compound effect in the long run. It's better to do something in just 30 minutes of your time than doing nothing kasi sinasabi mo na wala kang oras, pagod ka na. I would understand if pagod ka na talaga. If hindi mo talaga kaya isingit yung sa gabi, I would suggest if you are a morning person, you really have to start your day with a certain form of activity. Kahit 30 minutes lang. Bago mo simulan yung pagiging dad mo, bago mo simulan yung pagiging mom mo, unahin mo yung sarili mo. The reason why I'm telling this is, I know a lot of people na ganun. Even executives, I have clients na sa executive level na they know how to prioritize themselves. May family rin yun. They give 1 hour of their time, they train before they start their day. It starts first with awareness muna. How well do you know yourself pagdating sa schedule ng lifestyle mo, ng trabaho mo, ng priorities mo, and then from there, we find ways in order for us to squeeze in the quick workout. Hindi necessarily kailangan pumunta sa gym. There are a lot of things that you can do at home in your neighborhood. What's important is you maximize the time. Kasi as we age, and I think you would agree with me, time is limited when we age, especially if marami tayong responsibilities in life. So you need to manage your time well and maximize the available times that you have, especially kahit 30 minutes lang yan.
Yeah. Agree with what Coach Raff said. I think if there's one reason for you to carve out time out of the day para lang mag-workout, despite being the busiest person in the world, it's because if you're able to work out, yung quality of life mo will just improve everywhere. You'll have a better mood, you'll be more physically fit, you will be able to think better, and all those three things, there are so many more benefits to working out, but those three things alone will trickle down into every other aspect of your life that you want improved anyway. So apart from health, apart from the mental aspect of it, working out really does go beyond just muscles or just cardio or just lifting weights. Maraming benefits, and working out or carving out time will allow you to reap those benefits across the board. Okay. Reading more questions. Can you take creatine on a cutting phase? I'm currently cutting, pero creatine makes me bloated.
If you're cutting, you need to save your muscles, tama? So if you're on a caloric deficit sa meals mo and you're also doing cardio, I would recommend that you still take creatine. If you're feeling bloated, you just need to drink more water. Okay, you just need to drink more water. That's a sign na medyo may indigestion tayo when you're bloating. So you have to drink more water and don't remove creatine kasi konti na nga lang kinakaya mo when you're doing your cut eh. So mas manghihina ka. And the goal is when you're doing your cut, yung lifts mo, yung workouts mo, dapat same pa rin or better during your growing phase. If you're gonna lift lighter weights because you're cutting, you're gonna lose muscle mass, which we don't want to happen. So you still take your creatine.
Okay, this one is a topic that I think is very interesting. May nagtanong dito, Coach, okay lang ba mag-calorie deficit ang teens if gusto lang mag-lose weight?
If gusto lang mag-lose weight and teenager ka, okay. Usually, your teen years is parang yun yung golden years mo na dapat you have to maximize na yung potential ng katawan natin. Pero if you just want lifestyle-wise to lose weight kasi medyo mataas yung body fat natin, it's okay naman. It's okay. If you don't have plans in really building muscles, in toning your muscles, and you just want to lose yung bilbil, yung love handles, it's okay. Pero don't drop your calories too low. Slight calorie deficit lang. Or better nyan, para lang magkaroon ka ng active lifestyle, kahit maintenance calories mo lang, tapos subukan mo mag-insert ng cardiovascular activities para doon ka magkaroon ng deficit, okay lang yun. Pero I would suggest na may exercise pa rin. Huwag lang sa diet kasi we need to use our body. Hindi lang dahil gusto mo pumayat, di ka nakakain. Huwag naman sanang ganun. There's a reason bakit tayo nakakapag-play ng sports. There's a reason why we can go to the gym. So you really have to use your body. So yun, okay lang but not too low sa deficit and you really have to move pa.
I think as a teenager and your weight is already not healthy, then yeah, obviously. Obviously, you're gonna need to diet down to a healthy weight. So the question now is, what's that healthy weight, right? Ano yung weight kung saan teenager ka and hindi mo masama kapag nag-diet ka pa. I think that Coach Raff touched up on it. Sabi niya, as a teenager, you need to be maximizing the growth your body is having because you're going through a lot of growth. As a teenager, your body is developing, your brain is developing, every part of you is going through this anabolic process that you really need to capitalize on. I do understand, however, that it can be tough at school, diba? When it comes to kids teasing each other, yung aasarin ka dahil you kind of look a little chubby, but at the same time, if you really want to look at the facts, maybe you're being chubby is at a healthy level still, and maybe you're being teased and they have a false image of what a healthy body looks like as a teenager. Maybe when you're much older you could play around with your weight, but as much as possible try to find the balance between having a healthy weight and also understanding that mentally you have to get over the fact that other people will tease you for the
How
wrong
to do a
reasons as
calorie
well.
deficit? I am mostly sedentary.
So talaga may tumutunog na. Announcement.
How to do? You can tighten the mic here, coach, just by turning the knobs in
Okay.
opposite directions. How to do a caloric deficit? I am mostly sedentary, sabi ni AIDS.
Okay, so sabi ni
AIDS, bad gamer, boy. Pero
Okay.
siya si AIDS, si Adrian.
Adrian. Okay, Adrian. Now, if you currently have a sedentary lifestyle, ang question ko here, can we improve on that? Can we try to move naman? At least happy ako, aware ka na sedentary lifestyle mo. Problem kasi with majority is yung level of awareness most of the time is hindi pa ganun kataas. So now, since aware tayo na sedentary lifestyle mo, we need to change that. Let's try our best na wag panindigan yung sedentary lifestyle. Okay? Now, in order for us to create a deficit, number one, you need to move. Do simple cardio activities. Brisk walking. Jog sa neighborhood mo. Okay? Ayoko lang nakafocus sa diet. Now, if you really don't have time at nasa meals lang tayo, okay? It's more of a numbers ang next kong i-explain. Okay? Safe estimate. Try nyo to guys Try nyo lang to. Safe estimate to know your maintenance calories is you need to multiply your body weight in pounds between, let's say, 12 to 17. Estimate to guys, need to adjust to. Ulitin ko. Body weight in pounds, multiply it between 12 to 17. Coach, ano yung 12 to 17? 12 to 17, those are your activity levels. If wala ka talaga activity levels, multiply it by 12. If very active ka, multiply it by 17. Kung ano yung maging product nun, yun yung magiging baseline mo to start if ayun yung maintenance calories mo. Hindi dahil kung ano yung makuha mong product, yun na agad yung maintenance calories mo. Give it a try for 1 week. If you are not losing weight, if you are not gaining weight in 1 week based dun sa calories na nakuha mo, that's your maintenance calories. From there, tsaka ka magdeduct ng 200, 300 calories to know kung ano yung kung ano yung deficit mo pagdating sa calories. Medyo manumber siya guys, pero yun yung safe guide when it comes to estimating your calories. There's no perfect formula, don't get me wrong. There's no perfect formula. It's a trial and error hanggang sa makuha mo kung ano yung maintenance calories mo, and we deduct 200 to 300 calories para maging deficit siya. So yun.
To answer your question more directly, AIDS, if sedentary ka, how do you get to a calorie deficit? Well, wala tayong choice. Kung talagang sedentary ka, magbabawas ka ng kinakain mo.
Yeah.
Because activity-wise, the only way you can get yourself into a calorie deficit is to move more.
Yeah.
Right? There are only 2 ways to get yourself into a calorie deficit. Either you eat less or you move more.
Yeah.
If talagang sedentary ka and you can't move more, then you have no choice, AIDS, but to eat less.
Eat less.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, coach, may sasabihin ka?
No, I'm okay. Ayun lang naman. And the reason bakit kailangan ko maging technical sa part na yun kasi most of you, I would understand, hindi pa kayo marunong magbilang ng calories. That's normal. Majority of the population naman is hindi naman talaga marunong magbilang ng calories. Ang ginagawa lang is bawas kanin, bawas ulam. So 2 things lang, like what Carlos said. It's either you move more or you eat less. Hindi pwedeng ayoko lang talaga that you should eat less. Gusto ko kasi may activity levels tayo for health purposes pa rin. So yun.
Yeah, the calories in, calories out.
Yeah, yun lang siya.
No, not adobo's anymore, pero still not sinigang-gang. Coach, quick question. Sinigang or adobo? Only one. You have to go with one. Sinigang or adobo?
Sinigang or adobo. Siguro I'm gonna go with sinigang na baboy. I'm okay with that one.
Let's go, baby. Sinigang-gang. Let's go. Marami tayong makakaaway dito sa chat, coach, kasi
Maraming
dito.
adobo?
Maraming adoboys dito eh. Sinigang-gang, baby. All right. Any question from YouTube? Any tips for people? Here we go, Mock. This is a nice question because it's a very common question, Mock. I hope you're still here. So, ang tanong ni Mock, any tips for people like me who get overwhelmed and intimidated when going to the gym? Let's go. Okay, Mock. Coach Raff will have I think from here I have a follow-up question for Coach Raff. So we can start with that question na tinanong ni Mock. How to overcome intimidation in the gym.
Okay, so sige. At the end of the day, if beginner ka pa lang, we all have our insecurities. Possible na sobrang payat mo, possible na sobrang taba mo, possible na skinny fat ka, basta we all have our insecurities. And that's the reason lang naman why you get intimidated kapag pupunta ka sa gym. Pero one thing I learned as I mature sa fitness journey ko, I think Carlos would notice this as well. When you are inside the gym, don't overthink yung environment mo. Because to tell you frankly, when we are inside the gym, wala naman pa kayong ibang tao sa'yo when you are inside the gym. The reason why you are inside the gym is just to focus on yourself, to improve yourself. If you feel intimidated kasi feeling mo pinapanood ka, you just feel like it, pero hindi ka talaga na pinapanood because everyone inside the gym is busy improving themselves. So don't overthink na dahil ang dami magaganda katawan dito, baka mamaya pagtawanan ako. You are overthinking the situation. Don't overthink it. Understand the fact na what you're feeling is normal. Kasi we have our insecurities. Pero I'm telling you frankly, hindi totoo yung mga nasa isip mo when you're inside the gym. Now, if you really can overcome it, two things. Number one, magsama ka ng friend. Magsama ka ng friend para you can chat, you can play around when you're lifting weights so that ma-distract ka sa intimidation. Or number two, get a coach inside the gym para you can just you guys can just focus on training. Pero again, to answer your question, don't stress out yourself. Kasi kahit gaano ka kaganda or kahit gaano kapangit yung katawan mo inside the gym, everyone inside the gym they're all busy improving themselves. But if you just want to relax, you want to enjoy, two things ulit. Sama ka ng friend mo or hire a coach para ma-distract ka. Ganun sa akin. So yun.
Yeah, totoo yun. For the most part, chat, everybody in the gym is minding their own business because they also want to improve on themselves. However, may mga iilan, di ba, coach? May mga iilan who actually, scoff at and laugh at other people for looking different than they do.
Mm-hmm.
There are those who are a little mean. Talagang mga bullies. They want to intimidate you, make you feel a little scared and off. To that I say, they're being weird. I think they have insecurities themselves that they haven't yet figured out. And that's also normal. I think that when you go to the gym and you see these people, realize that they're not the majority because the majority are people focusing on their own selves. And for those who actually take it on others or put pressure on others, lalo na yung mga baguhan, man, they have more problems than you do, to be honest. Kumbaga, if ikaw yung problema mo is getting past that hurdle, realize that people who are mean in the gym and who bully and who make fun of others for looking like they have no experience in the gym have bigger problems, man, than you do. So, yeah, at the end of the day, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, just like everybody is. Sobrang solid nung binigay na tips ni Raff. Bring a friend or hire a coach. Hire Coach Raff. No.
The shameless plug.
But yeah, it's something that I vaguely remember myself having also. But I think I was able to quickly get over it.
Yeah.
Because I think during my first year, nakapag-hire din ako ng personal coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember, binabayaran ko pa yata siya ng monthly fee under the table kasi hindi alam nung gym. But there was that time and that's a normal feeling to have, like what Coach Raff said. I hope that answers your question, Mok. If you have a follow-up question to that, just let us know. I do want to segue on my follow-up question, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pagdating sa gym, right? My question is, what are forgivable rookie mistakes? Gym lang yung context natin, ah. Hindi sa labas, walang nutrition.
Okay.
What are forgivable rookie mistakes in the gym?
Siguro number one is training the same muscle groups dahil gusto mo yung chest mo, gusto mo yung arms mo mag-grow. So you train the same muscle groups every day. That's forgivable. You train abs every day. For me, especially if you're training it intense, like talaga binubugbog mo, that's forgivable. Kasi kahit gano'n ka kasipag mag-abs, if you're not giving it ample recovery time, mahirap pa mag-develop, mahirap mag-grow yan. Inside the gym, rookie mistakes. Ito, let's be more practical. Yung mga mababaw lang. Learn how to return your weights, guys.
Oh, that's not forgivable. That's not yeah. Whether you're a beginner or you're advanced, hindi forgivable yung mistake. Chat, if I see you in the gym and you don't return your weights, I will judge you. I may not say it. I'll probably look at you in an odd way, but I will really, really judge you. Whether you're a noob or a veteran, worse kung veteran ka,
Yeah.
coach, di ba?
Oo.
Hindi ka pa rin nagbabalik ng weights. Oh, man, shame on you. But yeah, forgivable rookie mistakes, coach.
What else? Inside the gym, ano ba napapansin ko? Inside the gym, forgivable...
Grunting.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think about grunting? Yung nagbubuhat tapos medyo, gumaganon sa buhat.
To be honest, guys, mabait kasi ako sumagot kanina. Pero if I'm going to be selfish sa sagot ko, for those people who grunts a lot and loud, I might judge you based on the weights you're lifting. To be honest, I have to be honest. Sabihin natin, sorry guys, I really need to be honest. Walang problem sa akin yung nag-grunt ka like last 2 reps and you know it's heavy talaga. Pero you're just lifting, I will judge you talaga kasi I think safe to say I lift decent heavy. Kami ni Carlos, we lift decent heavy weights. We know the feeling na nagbubuhat kami ng mabigat. And we are quiet naman when we lift weights. When he does his when he does the deadlifts, I do the, let's say, the bench press and all. We know the feeling of lifting heavy weights and we can be quiet. Pero if I see someone who is lifting like, sorry to judge, let's say half our weights na binubuhat and sabihin natin mabigat na sa kanya yun, okay lang. So he grunts, okay lang. Pero I cannot not judge you. Sabi ko, ang ingay mo, pero yun yung weights na binubuhat mo. I may be bad kasi nga baka mabigat na sa kanya yun. Pero have the let's say the etiquette. The etiquette na not to distract other people when they lift. Kasi minsan meron talagang iba na exaggerated. The first rep pala, nag-grunt ka na. Anong gustong patalangin sa first rep pa lang?
I think yung term na hinahanap mo, coach, is obnoxious. Diba? I think it's all right to grunt.
Yeah.
Like if it's super heavy relative to your weight, maybe last 2 reps, talaga nanginginig na yung mga tuhod mo.
Yes.
Sure, go ahead. Let out that, primitive ape-like grunt. Talagang yung parang ka na, ape, ganyan, sure. But yeah, if you're borderline obnoxious already, or parang nagpapapansin, or maybe you're not even realizing it, but you're already causing discomfort sa ibang mga gym goers, maybe best to just keep quiet. Nagbabagsak ng weights. Okay, chat. In the comments below, let us know your gym pet peeves. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
We can talk about it. Gym pet peeves. Let us know in the comments right now. Nagbabagsak daw ng weights.
Babaksak ng weights. Ganito lang yan eh. If someone is lifting with excellent form talaga at gusto niya lang talaga i-challenge yung sarili niya, I don't judge that individual kung mababaksak niya yung weight niya kasi sobrang bigat na. Failure talaga. Pero if I see someone, first rep
Ego
pa
lifting?
lang. First rep pa lang, nag-ego lift na. At hindi talaga kaya at ibabaksak yung weights. Sometimes kasi, if I'm going to be honest laking bakal gym naman ako. Sa bakal gym, marami talaga ako nakikitang ganun. Kasi ngayon, kami ni Carlos sa AF na kami nag-workout eh. Just so you know, if you want to see us, lagi naman kami nasa AF ko, bahala na ako sa branch ko kayo makita. But growing up, bakal gym, ang daming scenario dyan. Ang daming kwento dyan. And I think Carlos would agree. Ang daming kwento dyan sa mga bakal gym when it comes to ego lifting, binabaksak yung weights. First rep pa lang, kala mo, sobrang lakas na may pinapatunayan. That's normal. May mga, sad to say, may mga ganun tao sa loob ng gym. And that's normal. Minsan matatawa ka na lang sa kanila. And I don't blame them for being who they are. Ganun sila eh. Ano magagawa natin? Pero nakakatawa lang naman talaga for me if may mga ganun tao. Pet peeve, binabaksak yung weights. Well, hindi naman siya like super pet peeve for me. Pero kung OA, like lagi binabaksak yung weights, bakit? Bakit mo lagi ibabaksak yung weights? Anong meron, di ba? Like sisirain mo ba yung dumbbells? Ano ba nakita natin pet peeves here?
Ako siguro kung may nakapaskil lang sa salamin na don't drop weights, tas nagda-drop ka pa rin ng weights, maybe that's when it becomes questionable. Other than that, I don't care. Naka-earphones ako. Go ahead and drop your weights.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll mind my own business. Wag lang tayo abala sa ibang tao. Pero kapag yun na nga, may sign, sabi nung gym mismo, wag mag-drop ng weights, I think yun yung mas kailangan natin i-consider. Walang
Totoo
spatial
yun.
awareness. Ooh.
Oo, may ganyan. Like, again, bakal gym. sa
bakal
bakal
gym,
gym ko talaga na-experience yun. Alam mo yung, you're going to lift something heavy, tapos talaga nasa tabi mo lang siya. Nasa tabi mo lang talaga siya. Like, sabi, parang, you have a lot of space inside the gym. Bakit mo sinisiksik yung sarili mo like close to me or to someone na mag-workout? It's not safe. And magkaroon ka naman ng konting awareness na bigyan mo ng space. Someone is going to lift, bigyan mo ng space kasi hindi siya uncomfortable yung feeling na ganun. May sobrang lapit sa'yo.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I think it's also for safety, right?
Yeah.
So that you don't hit each other with weights. Because you could be lifting maybe just the bar, but if you hit someone with the bar, sakit dun.
Oo.
Yeah, so yeah, be very aware of your spatial of your surroundings.
Look at Fran's pet peeve yung nag-gym pero di nag-dio.
You know, Bok, na-atake ako sa'yo eh. Kasi nagdi-dio naman ako eh. Pero bakit parang may amoy pa rin ako? Okay.
General pet peeve talaga yun. General pet peeve yun. Like, ang lakas mo magbuhat. Sana man lang malakas ka rin mag-dio o kaya maligo man lang. Most of the people sa mga level na namin na nag-workout, they're working out for the peace of mind, for the relaxation. So, wag mo tatanggalin yung peace of mind namin when we are lifting inside the gym. Ma-whiff lang namin yung scent mo na alam namin BO, body odor. Ako, nakaka-stress yan.
Yeah.
Nakaka-stress yan.
I think I have a certain tolerance for it. Kumbaga, tanggap ko dahil nasa gym tayo at pinapawisan tayo that not all of us will smell like flowers.
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
okay, right? But I think there's still a huge difference between somebody na nag-deodorant naman pero talagang pinawisan lang kaya medyo
Okay lang yun.
medyo funky na, may amoting amoy versus yung talagang alam mo hindi
Wala.
nag-deo, amoy ulam, amoy adobo, alam mo yun,
Adobo
yung kinain
talaga.
niya kagabi, sumisingaw na sa kilikili niya. There's a huge difference. But yeah, I think I have a threshold for understanding that, you know, people sweat in the gym and sometimes that comes with a little bit of stench also. Yeah, we've talked about the acceptable smell. Basta hindi ka lang ripe, sabi ni Tavis. As long as you don't smell ripe, hindi ka pa hinog. Wiping, okay, here. Meron, I think may nabasa ako kanina, yung di nagpupunas ng pawis sa machines or benches.
Isa pa yun. Yeah, isa pa yun. Like, well, I don't blame sa mga bakal gym. Ganun naman talaga sa bakal gym. I think hindi talaga nila pinupunasan yan. Pero when I transferred to AF, ang layo ng gym etiquette ng mga tao sa AF, sa mga bakal gym. Doon makikita yung difference ng market class. Sa bakal gym, walang pakiya. Pawis na pawis yung bench. Sige, bubuhat din ako dyan. Wala akong choice eh. Magbubuhat ako. Wala naman tuwalya sa bakal gym para punasan. That's why other people sa bakal gym, they have their own towels at nilalapag nila sa bench kapag gagamit sila. I don't blame them. Kasi sanitary purposes yan eh. Hindi naman mabango kapag lagi halo-halong pawis yun doon sa bench. But gym etiquette should be developed. Like, you really have to clean your bench if ginamit mo siya. Like, if meron kang like alcohol or wipes, you really have to clean it sa next na gagamit. Pet peeve ko rin yun, lalo na pag pawis na pawis. Pero before, if I'm going to be honest, hindi ako maarte nung bakal gym days ko, like younger years ko. Pero syempre, as you grow, mag-develop ka ng, let's say, konting kaartihan sa katawan, but which is normal naman.
Yeah, I agree. I think for the most part, I don't really care. Kasi nga, galing akong bakal gym kung saan halo-halong pawis. Wala ka talagang pakialam eh. But other people mind. Right? Just because you don't care doesn't mean that other people don't too. And we are sharing the gym together with other people and going back to proper etiquette, try your best to remind yourself na punasan mo yung weights. Lalo na if you're a sweaty person, right? If you tend to sweat, if you're on the sweatier side of things and your sweat goes through your clothes really fast, best to wipe the equipment because nobody really wants to sit on a wet chair, right? In general. And besides, if you have if you go to a gym na may pamunas and may alcohol already na nakahanda, that's already a step closer to just doing it.
Yeah. Maging proactive ka na meron naman palang provided na let's say towel or let's say alcohol.
Ito, meron kanina sabi ni Martha. By the way, shout out Martha for being here. Gym pet peeve, malakas magsalita kapag may phone call.
Wait lang. Napa-reflect ako eh. Ako ba ganun ba ako? No naman ako. So far, kung may kausap man ako sa phone for business concerns, hindi naman ako maingay. Like, I know some people na talagang napapasigo kapag may mga business transaction sa phone. I don't blame them kasi, well, business nga yun. Pero if marites concerns lang to, like, nagkukwentuhan, like, ganun kalakas yung kwentuhan sa phone, like gym. Though, hindi pa ako nakaka-encounter ng gano'n kasi sa branch ng AF na pinag-workout ako, tahimik mga tao. We all have our own headsets, earphones. Kanya-kanya kami doon. As in, tahimik talaga. Parang library minsan sa sobrang tahimik. Yung music talaga ng gym narinig. Pero yung mga like loud conversations, madalang. Pero I've encountered some. Pero I don't, siguro wala na lang akong pake kasi nakafocus ako sa workout. Pero I've encountered some na malakas talaga yung conversation. Minsan pa nga naka-loudspeak. Which is normal. Pero wag naman lagi. If lagi, may problem if lagi niya ginagawa sa loob ng gym yun.
Okay lang kapag sige kuya, paki-drop off na lang po dyan sa may pintuan ng AF. Okay lang yun. Sige, fine. Pagbibigyan kita. Shopee naman, Lazada, yan. Okay lang, sure. Or Food Panda, okay. But yeah, goes back to being obnoxious. I think be aware na lang na kung ano ka na, abala sa ibang tao.
Yan naman yung sabi ni I'm Francis. Pet peeve, yung nagte-take over ng Bluetooth speaker sa gym. Tapos slow songs. Di ko alam if mag-emote ako.
Alam mo, Bok, may meme dati na parang, what is your pre-workout? Tapos there's this guy who looks, really, really serious and parang talagang may pinagdadaanan. Sabi niya, sadness. Tapos boom! Montage ng mga mabibigat na buhat niya. Because Bok, you'd be surprised how being sad can actually help you lift.
Exactly.
But yeah, to answer your question seriously, medyo bad trip yun. I mean, kung parang nakakaantok yung music, kung acoustic jams yan, parang labo. Mas maintindihan ko pa yung metal or yung rock talaga kasi at least it fits the vibe of the gym. Pero kapag acoustic moments, mga funny, I'm in love with my best friend. What's happening here? What?
May love song na, no?
Yeah. Yeah, you can acquire ringworms in the gym, so please do wipe the seats. You don't want to be... Ringworms suck. They're super itchy. And they're easily transmissible. So yeah, wipe the equipment if you can. Ang lala nung nakaraan, MYMP. Just tell me what hurts, my baby. Nasa buwa, nag-deadlift, nanginginig ka, no? Tapos biglang...
Di ba kayo nagtataka, guys? Usually kung sino yung mga broken, doon nagsisimula yung mga fitness journey nila.
Actually.
Doon yun. Totoo yun. Kasi after, na-encounter ko dyan? Breakup. So they're gonna prioritize themselves. So self-love, self-care. Doon syempre, galing pa sa galing pa sa breakup. So, yun muna yung tugtugan nila. Pero usually, yung mga motivation ng lalaki, babae para ayusin yung sarili nila pag galing silang breakup
Yeah, I remember that. Mas feeling ko, dami sa'yo nagpapakonsult, no? Coach, kaka-break ko lang sa jowa ako. Bubuhat lang. Paano ba to, coach? Gusto ko yung buhat na, papaiyak din ako, Happens. Lo-fi beats sa gym. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. Martha here thinks it's funny yung may MYMP na nagpapatugtog. Sabi ni Luigi, I encountered sa isang AF branch, slow songs pinapatugtog, pero it was really late at night na. Oh, is that a good thing, Luigi, or bad for you? Either way, man. I'd hate to hear acoustic songs. I can't do. I love John Mayer. I love Jason Mraz, yung mga acoustic gods natin. But hell no, pag nagbubuhat. Sabi ni Lars, as an ex-healthcare, wear slippers sa shower ng gym, mga sis and broskies. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They do say that na sobrang dumi ng mga gym showers.
Okay.
So, always make sure to wear slippers. I'm guilty. There are a few times na nakakalimutan ko, but that's also true.
I will take note of that.
Sabi ni Luigi, yung staff daw yung nag-e-emote
Nag-e-emote
during
na
that
yung
time.
staff.
Sir Irving, welcome to the stream. Alright. Any more pet peeves here, chat? Any more pet peeves? Yeah, I think we can kind of begin wrapping this stream up already. What do you think, chat? After talking about all that fitness, Coach, meron akong ipaparaffle kasi na kagabi dapat, pero nalipat to tonight.
Okay.
So, ay paparaffle natin tonight, Coach. Ito. So, usapang fitness, sabay ito yung ipaparaffle. But this is from last night's stream, just to be clear. And we are gonna be raffling this to one person. As long as you're in Metro Manila, sagot ko na yung delivery fee ninyo. So, chat, if you're in the stream right now and you do want these Lay's double crunch, let me know. Press 1. We'll do a quick raffle. Unang mapili, kanya na kaagad do. Hindi na last man standing. We don't want Coach Raff to be waiting. So let me know sino mga gustong sumali. We have Lars, we have Luigi, we have Caleb. Very timely daw yung raffle.
Dapat actually yung chips na yan binigay before the start of the stream para kumakain sila habang pinapanood tayo.
Pwede. Arch, Janrich, Chad, who else wants to join? Caleb is joining. Okay. Caleb is joining. Let me see. Caleb, Stein, chat. Let me know. Diba? So, ito yung tinatawag na managing your calories. Diba?
Alam mo yung ako pa yung kinuha mong guess for this example, no?
Oo, diba? Kailangan pasok to sa macros mo para naka-calorie deficit ka pa rin. Diba?
Basta malusot, pasok sa calories.
Oo, diba? Tapos dapat ano rin yun hindi dapat pinagbabawal lahat ng pagkain.
Yeah,
Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Bagay na bagay yung raffle, di ba? Out of the blue, magpaparaffle
Bigyan mo
nga
yung chips.
Paparaffle nga pala kami ng junk food. Chilled Pusa. Lars is here. Mock, you joining? I approve. Wellness Wednesday tapos junk food yung giveaway. Well, I wanna balance that out actually. Last time, Coach Raff and I showed you this in the gym. But we never really raffled it out. So tonight, we're gonna be raffling 3 of these as well. Alright, so Coach, I'll be right back. Give me about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Kukunin ko lang yung isa pang ipapa-raffle natin.
Okay. Okay, take over muna tayo ng stream. Tanong agad guys, abang busy pa si Carlos here. Abuse your questions. Guys, thank you. I've known Carlos for the longest time and okay din yung pag-invite niya sa akin here sa stream niya and hopefully we were able to educate you hanggat kaya namin ng powers namin. And if you would notice, light lang naman kami. It's more of like kwentuhan and at the same time making sure na entertaining pa rin while you guys are learning. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Coach Chef. Thank you, Stein, for being interactive. Yeah. Ayan na. Ano kaya bibigay ni Carlos here?
Not nori seaweed. Oh wait, Coach Raff, another question here. How long were you able to see your desired improvements?
I might have missed it. If I'm going to be honest, I've seen my body na mababa yung body fat. I've seen my body na mataas yung body fat, and it's just a cycle. Well, selfishly speaking, para I will never be satisfied. Kasi it's more of the routine for me. It's more of the routine. Siguro if gusto ko maging sobrang baba ng body fat ko, magiging strict ako sa diet. Pero right now, hindi naman ako sobrang strict because I'm more of the lifestyle type. If you've seen your body na mataas yung body fat, mababa yung body fat, meron kang certain threshold na ito, sapat na sa'yo. You are okay with that amount of body fat. And right now, nandun ako. Sa leanish lang, not too lean, pero leanish lang. How long? If you want to see a lean type of your body, give yourself siguro 6 months at least para sustainable.
Okay.